Politicians who spend their lives and their time out of their constituencies, working for themselves, amassing wealth for themselves, and not caring for their people, are equivalent to internet scammers. The only difference being that while internet scammers steal people's money through the computers, these unscrupulous politicians steal people's money through their constituencies. Whatever method they use, they are scammers all the same.
History has not forgotten that Buea was the headquarters of West Cameroon. History has not forgotten that Buea was the capital of southern Cameroon. And history has not forgotten that Buea was once the capital of Germany. History has not forgotten that Buea was the headquarters of West Cameroon.
Politicians who spend their lives and their time out of their constituencies, working for themselves, amassing wealth out for themselves and not caring for their people are equivalent to internet scammers. The only difference being that while internet scammers steal people's money through the computers, these unscrupulous politicians steal people's money through their constituencies. Whatever method they use, they are scammers all the same, all the same. Politicians who spend their
History has not forgotten that Buea was the headquarters of West Cameroon. History has not forgotten that Buea was the capital of southern Cameroon. And history has not forgotten that Buea was once the capital of Germany. History has not forgotten that Buea was the headquarters of West Cameroon. History has not forgotten that Buea was the capital of southern Cameroon. And history has not forgotten that Buea was once the capital of Germany. History has not forgotten that Buea was the headquarters of West Cameroon. History has not forgotten that Buea was the capital of southern Cameroon. And history has not forgotten that Buea was once the capital.
Glory to the Father for making you a nation that reigns forevermore. Of the humble soldier, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our name. And your children shall be like the stars above. Thy God be the watchman of this nation. Ambassador, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our name, our name. Children shall be like the stars above. Thy God be the watchman of the nation. My fellow brothers and sisters, my fellow Amazonians, greetings to you all. This is the eagle eyes of the Vanguard Spokesman. Today, we are going to start in the ways of the Lord, as we are going to pray today together as a people that have gone through a lot of pains, a people that have been subjugated to impunity, a lot of mayhem, torture, hegemony, a people that are thrown to dungeons and prison without trial, a quest for common law jurisdiction to which we must be blessed with, a people that have endured pain, suffering, sorrow for more than 60 years, 6 decades counting. The land that begotten the 1st of October 1961, with all the endowment and everything wished off from the people on the fake Fumban Conference of 1972. A people of the Lord that never give up, that continue to seek for justice, and not for themselves, but for our children and the future generation. What profit a man therefore to gain the whole world and not his own soul? My fellow brethren, fellow compatriots, As prodigal people of the Lord who stand here today and everywhere we are, our lips must be filled with the truth, arrogant truth, proud truth, arrogant honesty, the proudest honesty. You may be thrown into a room of suffocation as was done to Socrates, but today Socrates remained the father of modern morality. Give unto others what is his or her due. Do unto others what they love it done unto them. And also do unto others what you love it done unto you. The person who brought this fundamental law of morality, justice, was killed because of this word. He allowed himself to be assassinated. He was murdered because what he said was against the state. His friend, if I might mistaken, Transmarcus, had arranged a boat for him to run overnight through the ocean. He surrendered himself and told Transmarcus he has lived for the state, and the state is like a parent. And if he has served the state for so many years, it is time for the state to serve him, and he is not going to run away. As Bob Marley has allowed his cancer on his toe to kill him, murder him, refusing the amputation of his toe due to his law attached to nature, so too was Socrates, the father of modern modernism or morality, allowed himself to be killed by his government because he was fighting for justice. And today, the whole court system in the world is based on justice, as the Pythagorean who formulated the principle or the Pythagorean theorem. He moved around the world, across even to the United States of America, trying to convince the people to believe that he has had a formula which is used in coordinate geometry and trigonometry in order to find areas, length, and, to construct a route, how the undulation or the bending of routes should be calculated in civil engineering, but it was refused. Pythagoras decided to commit suicide. After he has died, it is when the world mathematicians take this to the laboratory, to the mathematical laboratory, and that's when they discover that he was right. My dearest compatriot, it is therefore today that we have suffered a lot, and so many people have derived derivatives that we have freed our people, but because they are part and parcel of us, we rather talk about a Martin Luther King in the United States of America, but we will not talk about a Vela Franklin that is from within. We rather appreciate Julius Malema of South Africa because he stood and continued to fight to take off the remnant of the apartheid that Nelson Mandela was not able to see at the time. We rather clap Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, but you have yours that you have tried to crush in London, crush everywhere, destroy and kill the people that brought the same roadmap that you are standing and endorsing. You have heard some of you mention Muhammad Gandhi. Some of you have mentioned great people like the American liberators, the 13 colonies that came together. They were not thinking about their businesses in UK as they were estate people, rich people in the society, by the way, real estate. They came together. Adam Smith may have been powerful than Thomas Jefferson, but there was submission. There was equal representation of the 13 colonies. The Georgia, the Florida, the Pennsylvania, Texas. These are the great state of America before the preamble were formed. And these people did this because they respected one another. One may have been taller than another, one was bigger than another, one was shorter, one was not wearing the good fabric. But they did not look each and everyone based on those facial, phenotypic or phenotypic identities. They came together and look at the result. The lack of equal coexistence to the House of Representation or representatives in the UK. Look at how their people were not fully represented and how the tax system was functioning. All those things sum up to to the people's cry. They sat and developed what we call the preamble in the American Constitution. The Bill of Rights. You all know the right to self-determination the right to self-defense. Even the International United Nations Human Rights Commission formulated also based upon that model. And we all appreciate all these things. But within us, my people, what have eaten into our hearts? That we go on and we are happy when one of us go down due to differences in politics. And we are not asking each and everyone, what do we gain when we lost? What profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? We go on making politics at the detriment of human life. As a humanitarian, when I joined the struggle, it was because lives were lost. When the leader of the pioneer founder of the IG, Seseku Ayub Tabi, called on the people and mobilized the people to come out on the 17th of September 2017, 22nd of September 2017. La Republic killed more than 200 vibrant youth like me, like you. And some of us say never again. When the people came out to celebrate their international day, a day whom the international bodies who divided Africa like a piece of meat in bread in Berlin, the Berlin West African Conference that we know, 1884 rather. You are given a chance, either you gain your independence by joining Cameroon or by joining Nigeria. 1st October 1961, you got no choice. You have been lowly represented in Abuja, and you are thinking that if you go to Cameroon, as small as it is, you are going to have heavy representation. But you are living from frying pan to fire without knowing. You are living from a spear to a machine gun. Today we are here. People came out 1st October to celebrate, and Cameroon killed our people. And we stand up to say, never again shall we be part and parcel of people who murder us, who murder our children and kill us and subjugate us to impunity, torture, rape our women and arrest our husbands and witch off our uncles and family members, burnt and erase our villages, torture and our women, rape them, torment them, kill baby Martha, a baby 2 years old, close range 7 times. Kill baby Abigail. Burn Mami Apis to ashes and slaughtered as Sam Sawyer. Akum Julius, a student who would have been in class today, murdered during the days of peaceful protest with Bibles and peace flags in their hands. What joy shall we take when we see that some groups in the revolution, in one way or the other, are manipulating or preaching things that are causing tension, that lives are being lost because we want to protect a structure that is made by men and women that can be amended. The U.S. Constitution, being one of the top constitutions on earth, has been amended 27th time. 27th time has the U.S. Constitution amended to suit and meet the need of the taste of their children they fought for. And at the blink of what I'm saying, the 28th Amendment of the United Nations Constitution will be amended based on women's right. On women's right, their body, their choice. My fellow brothers and sisters, if we want to fight to win, we must win the people first. If you win a revolution without winning the people, that revolution is exactly like what our adversity have. And this is the reason why we are subjugated to impunity. Because our own adversity, Cameroon, won independence, but not the people. The people that wanted honest independence were the people of the UPC, the Omnipe people. But Cameroon was not granted a real independence. You know that independence is fake. They must get everything they have, even the resources, millions, billions and upon billions to France. And we are like the slaves. Pain, sorrow, joblessness, the lowest employment in the history. And then we take a company and give to Brazil or give to China, and they will bring people from their countries to work. They bring their own food, they eat. All the money they take, they invest. That's called capital flight, macroeconomics. Based on CIA report, I went across to study and make research on our natural resources to see what we have in this country, Amazonia. Based on CIA report, facts, 2001, this is reported that Cameroon has come number 6 in the world in terms of coffee production. You know, it's a fast. Cameroon does not produce coffee. It's coming from Amazonia. Cameroon Petroleum won the best petroleum in the world market. But you know that's not true. It's not from. It's from Victoria, from Limbe, from Amazonia. Talk less about cocoa. They took a good position in the international market. But cocoa came from us. They don't own it. They don't own anything. All Cameroon own is strip clubs. All they own is bars where they eat meat, fish, pork meat in the roadside and teach immoral things. That's what Cameroon is known for. Samedi soir, as they call it. Les choses mauvaises. Today we say we want to take our dignity. Even the Prime Minister of Cameroon, Amadou Diongute, Selina Diongute, missed it when he said he said it openly, we need to take our freedom. What has eaten over us? That for 5 years, 6 years fighting, there is no memorandum of understanding between the 7 Qatar and the buffaloes of Balinyonga. No clear memorandum of understanding. No paper signed. You want to form a country where there will be no formalities? Yet we say we are standing together. For how many years fighting, there is no memorandum of understanding between the 7 Qatar and the Sokadev, between the Boyo forces of Arke and the 7 Qatar, between Sokadev and the Mountain Lions, between the Nopitis and the 7 Qatar. Yet we say we are fighting and we are uniting. Where are papers? If I stand here and say there is no unity, there is no collaboration, some are going to fight me. And they are going to begin to deny a problem, refuse a problem, and very soon they will start nickening and beckoning like bees in the lost desert. My fellow compatriots, I must assure you all, some people pray and wished they see me in DDR center. I want to assure you, I bet they will never see. Some people here are praying and wishing they see me behind the CRTV cameras, like back in the days when you used to see me as a motivational speaker. There's one thing I don't know. I don't know how to become a black leg. I am an arrogant frontliner. Proud of you Amazonian people. Your blood means a lot to me. If I'm insane today, it's because of the blood of your favorite family members. Cannot allow me to stand bystanders when you have lost your family members. You expect me to be a saint? If I'm insane today, it's because of your family members, your women, your children raped, your baby killed, and you want me to be a saint for the enemy? I bet you will never see that. And some of you who pray, Liberation TV was offered almost close to $1 million to shut down this Liberation TV. Close it and you will never see me online like other people. I could tell you authoritatively that some of those people who came back in the days from the SCACUF to Governing Council to IGT today and have disappeared, they have received a token. I have exhibit to show you. Cameroon came and sent their agent to negotiate to close Liberation TV. From the time they wanted to close Liberation TV, I instead brought more actors into Liberation TV. Back in the days of CPDM, I have denied position. I hate political positions. I have said this thing they want. I don't like positions. I don't want people to hate me because I refuse positions. We are in revolution. We are fighting for the blood of our people. Sam Sawyer would have loved to take a position. Mami Mata, baby Mata would have loved to grow and be a minister tomorrow. General Ivo would have loved to be the interim president for Amazonia. General Ayeka would have loved to be the interim president for Amazonia. Von Ginyam would have loved to be the interim president for Amazonia, but they are killed. Us who are alive cannot monger for power. That is a satire. It's a mockery to our revolution. Therefore, our action should be sacrosanct to the people's aspiration. We keep jumpstarting from one area to another, beckoning like lost bees in the desert. And we know we can do better. And when we say this for the betterment, the same eyes we saw people that were Kunyam and said it. Today Kunyams are becoming saints. And saints are becoming Kunyam. This is unhelpful. We cannot move and attack Vanguard from one area to another, from one meeting to another. And every time they group, we are shrinking like this. At one point, some people crafted something called AAC. Amazonian Security, whatever, AAC. Today is nowhere to be found. Before we have NCNC. I don't know the last time you heard about NCNC. Talk less of other groups, I don't want to mention that. Because I don't want to offend anyone. Since I have to be politically correct, yes, I accept. A political correctness that does not free you and make you a great leadership does not count. If the main leadership of the revolution cannot raise $1 million or have $1 million with all the groups and everyone that they have, there is a problem. If I talk like this and I didn't say this type of things in the past 4 years, there is a problem. You can deny a problem, but then you raise and hold meetings because of the same problem that you deny. The fact that you hold meetings means there's a problem, and the problem was there and you deny, and later hold meetings and still deny a problem. And today you move attacking Vanguard from one area to another, and you say there's no problem. Vanguards are wrong. Then why are you responding? You are going to an extent of people are going now to fight to prove point because you've allowed people who don't understand what political activism or revolutionary activism is. I don't want to talk more about geopolitics. It costs a lot of knowledge to learn about geopolitics. And I don't want to go deep into it. Over the past years, for all my life, I have not stayed with a woman for more than a month in my life. How old am I? 32? And you all have slept with women enjoying life. I don't even imagine how you could ever be very functional when you have a woman. I spend my time studying books upon books, studying to have 3 master's degrees. And this knowledge, when I bring out people who have married, snow with their women, they want to compare with me. Travel across the globe from one area to another. Learning from hospitality to macroeconomics to animal biology to political science to RN, healthcare field. Went through a lot. Sell computers to survive. Make cafeteria down there to survive. Fried beans and rice to sell in order to survive. In Bonas, I was coach Chief Bamenda. I operated a secretariat, learning how to type with only one finger to survive. Being a security office in the dark security forces. In Cameroon, West Africa, you know about G4 and dark security services. From 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Being paid less than $100 a month. Across the Mediterranean, across to the Middle East. Work as a cleaner. Cleaning toilets, cleaning houses. Work as room attendant. Learn hospitality skills, how to take care of human. How could I end up in 2012 not becoming a humanitarian? Landed in United States of America on the 8th of August, 13th of August 2013. It took me just few months. By the 6th of February 2014, I legalized VCF in Vela Charity Foundation. I didn't have an apartment. I stayed in the hostel. I sacrificed these things for the people. My first salary, giving a scholarship to 120 children. You also it online. My first paycheck abroad in United States of America, $2,500. After I stayed, kicked out from the house, stayed on the streets, sleeping in the bunk bed, riding bicycles in Miami Beach. Used the money to give scholarship to 120 children. All their fees and uniform and book paid cash. Paid one time. For my people, because I know my people suffer a lot. Today, some people who don't even have a bridge in their own village, you argue what I say. Today, the same people, I don't know, 1,000 orphans I have, 1,000 orphans, how many I am adopting, how many handicapped children I've seen, how many villages we have given bridges. Last week is Mandela's donating 15 benches to every community school. I have asked Amazonian people, all community school, I personally will donate 15 benches to all of them. I don't need fundraising. You have never seen me done a personal fundraising. For our people, we did this. I said it because some people with that portfolio, persona non gratas, people who hide abroad for years, whom we understand they are on exile, which we respect a lot. They also came to US like we came to US. They don't make efforts in order to settle down. Some of us came to US and owned properties when we were not even yet citizens. But we survive because we have gone through a lot. And people argue our tenacity when we say it out. But they are able to see an actor in California or an actor across Mediterranean in Dubai and clap hands. But these are not anybody compared to what we have done across the world. But you want us to say this. And then you start respecting me because I say this. The world is full of bias. And no doubt celebrities keep saying everything they are in media. And people clap hands. That's why they are famous. Then we will say what we are, so we become famous in the celebrity style. How can we use the same eye to see evil people in the struggle? That we are doing something bad. We erase them like this and remove them from power. Today, we now question the same eye that we are using to see the same things that we are doing that are evil. We have a caller coming and I'm going to receive this caller When I receive this caller, I'm going to read the Bible verse for today, and we'll continue. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello,
Hello, go on and talk to your people. If I make a mistake, you have the right to criticize. You will not be blocked in this platform. It's democracy. We must allow people to talk freely. We are against tyranny and dictatorship in Amazonia. Go ahead and speak freely. You can even sabotage or blackmail me, is your right. But I'm here. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is African Giant. I want to salute Emeritus Dangote, Amba Dangote, Major General Vela. I salute you. And first of all, I want to congratulate you for attending the wedding of General Tako. It was a massive wedding. We showcased the traditional values of Amazonia in the USA, in the state of Texas, that is Dallas, the city of Dallas. Man, you dance so glamorously and portray that song man himself, the Amba Dangote from song. It was a very glamorous event, and I thank you so much. But the only one thing I differ with you guys is that you didn't create time to salute Cristiano, for his on the grief of his wife. But I know Liberation TV did send out some condolence to him. You know, we may differ, but still we are still Amazonians. You know, you always say we differ just to correct. But I salute Liberation TV for having taken out time to send a message of condolence, even though we were not present. But at least we did send out a message of condolence. That is what we mean by all for one, one for all. That is the code of conduct for Amazonia. We must stand with our brothers. Even if we differ with them, we must stand with them even in time of sorrow. That is just to open their eyes. You know, I go for preaching. My country people, you wanna know, say, when you show your brother love, even that love will make it, La Republic no will be able for corruption. Because if you don't show your brother love, even when you see La Republic, they try to drill you away from you. If La Republic they say show you love, La Republic will take you away from you. So you give a show your brother love, be able to bring it closer to you. Because if La Republic can show you love, it did the same like our soldiers in Program Zero, as Major General at the top, Major Dangote at the top. Una get for show the population love. If una not show them love, they will then on believe say that La Republic will protect them. But when I lie, La Republic not ever protect them. La Republic don't slaughter them, burn their houses. La Republic go mommy the change that the big mommy don't wash, the change for wearing clothes. That begin them shoot that mommy killer. Oh mommy so mommy no fit even walk at them, mommy no fit even fly, even ants, that mommy no fit ants. But this begin them because they don't get no compassion for our people. They slaughter we mommy so. When I see that image, I become so touched.
Wanna share them,
So touched and cry.
Everyone wanna share them.
I just imagine say, if the mommy so begin how La Republican killer, how I'll feel, how we'll give a check the bills of how that family members in, how did you feel? When would you want to do all this propaganda and all one of inside Amazonia? Look and say if it happened to your own person, how it will touch you, how you will feel, you will feel happy, you will feel when you see that mommy put your mommy for that mommy place, you will feel happy, say you don't get enter so kill your mommy so your mommy just go so they fly, kill your mommy for you wear it change clothes. That people they don't even La Republic terrorists, first hand terrorism. They don't get no sympathy, no compassion. They shoot that mommy so when mommy don't wash, that for that change clothes.
Keep sharing, people. Keep sharing.
They don't get no sympathy. They can't give it that mommy. I want me all Amazonian people, Major General Vela, I wish me to play that video for Liberation TV. Make each of we Amazonian, make we look that image, we'll search our conscience. Don't put your mommy in that place of that mommy way, of that our mother, when La Republic takes a gun killer. If like you will be happy. When you look at mommy picture, you know that you will continue for the true propaganda, you will continue for the big infights between fighters, you will continue. For investing money, we have been meant for ground zero. We get for search our conscience. And Basonia let us search our conscience. We make the people wait. We don't get conscience. We don't turn into the republic. Because I'm placing every southern Cameroonian, whether from where, northern zone or southern zone, will be well cultured. We are people with respect, people with conscience. We will not say when anything happens for one of we, it happened for all we. I beg, make we search our conscience. Make we search our conscience, do the right thing. I want beg on every Amazonian leader we be out there. Call out their sorrow, get them, meet them, stop, because I don't see it. Nothing will go on for inside Amazonia now. Now we don't turn the facilitate conduct to see what. We don't make conduct to see what be very easy for you. Conduct to not even get for stress. You know, corrupt is okay. Now we turn the two propaganda videos for sabotage each another. Hey, Amazonian people, where would you go? We say we want freedom, but we don't know how to protect freedom. How would we deceive ourselves? We want freedom. But now we say we don't hold our own freedom down. My people, sorrow as Major. Sorrow as Major General Vela never cried. My people, let us search our conscience. Where are we heading to? How can we be facilitators of La Republic? How will you make La Republic be so easy for you? We don't make La Republic be so easy for you. La Republic now be the make La Republic be able to use black legs. La Republic use our own videos, propaganda, we don't put that out there against another group, put that against ADF, put that against the one that La Republic easily use that for my people. Now,
Oh, sorrow. Oh, sorrow.
We want this freedom. But how would we persecute this freedom, my people? How are we persecuting this freedom? I want beg for the Amazonian Liberation Council, where it be formed when they try to collaborate forces, when I keep on preaching peace, and make if when I form this group, this collaboration, now for fight ATF, make when I go down. If ATF, then I for fight when I make ATF go down. If Sako, make them go down as Major General don't talk. Make nobody don't form anything for Amazonia, for destroy another one. Make nobody. No bring TV for destroy another TV. No. Bring TV on for fight, for protect Amazonians. Not for do propaganda videos, sabotage, patrons them inside revolution. Make people they not be able
Show some love. Press the love button, please, folks. Please.
Revolution. You ask youths nowadays, why you not contribute? They will tell you, say no, that one I think be so biased. When I be so biased, there is a lot of when I know that propaganda. How when I enter the visa will contribute.
Keep sharing.
People they don't get love again for contribute. When I check when we did for 2016, 2017, mommy them they will go fighters them even for when I for down there. When I look upon myself, when I was see things they don't change. Because when I don't make them, our mommy them, our papa them, our picking our sisters them, they feel say they feel get protection from the Republic. No. How a person will go bury, you person will don't die. When I go for die place, go ask and say me they give them money. When my fighters, my brothers and sisters are correcting that, person will be bereaved. When I go for die place to go harass them, say me they give money. They're correcting that. At first time, now so people, I know if it's not diaspora don't. First time, I don't be a witness. When soldier be stop person will run, he break you, he look your phone, he give your phone back. He tell you say pass go. That's so people they move money, dash fighters. But today what you don't happen? You know, you say turn the opposite. We don't turn the kidnapper our own people. La Republic citizens them pay. We will get to go after them. The ones that win a black leg, SGO, mayors, who the devil they will not be able. I want to be seen, not say I sabotage, but it be unjust. We will be arrest our own person. We will make help our help Mamina for inside village for make ID card by this birth certificate. Now so Amazonia nobody get alternative. Would you see use that public symbols? Would you see use that public money? Would you see use that public birth certificate? Would you even see use that public passport them? No be the time this for government will see they in the immigration stage, will not be in the stage of governance. How you fit arrest person? Say you make person but you get your own family. When different your own day, your own family different your own day. When you use for your own day, you use now documentation for your own day.
Thank you so much. So what is the alternative? What is the alternative do you propose in terms of that? What alternative should they use?
This is my proposal. My proposal for Amazonian people: don't harass anybody because he is, that he is making birth certificate for our newborns or making identity card. No, because we are not yet in the governing stage. We just have to make sure that we make our people happy with us. Because if we stop if we stop our people from using the public ID card and birth certificate, how they could even be able to come on go across the Mongo for carry on the duplicate declaration where our leader don't put up for how they will be able. When I ask myself just one question, how they will be able.
So I mean like say, because I was also asking the question of, is the transitional authority going to be issuing Amazonia ID card? Which is the alternative, that if they must not use ID cards of the enemy, should they have something that will be recognized by DS? Should they have any, because when you go into refugee camp, like let's say Ghana, Nigeria, they know that as a refugee you don't have your documents because you ran away from death, so they give some papers which is a refugee status. Example, you arrive in America, you don't have ID, you don't have anything, they give you TPS, they establish a paper and give to you, that becomes your ID. So that's what we ask, is there any alternative that we are fighting like this? When is the right time to start that? When is the right, because we do constructive criticism, especially in the item of that ID.
Listen, Major General Vela, let nobody fool you. American government will never issue you any TPS if you don't produce your birth certificate or your national ID. They need to identify their country of birth before they can.
Yeah, there are some. Trust me, I have a case where there are things were stolen in Guatemala. Everything stolen, but they still got everything. They still got their status. I don't know whether they use whatever. Yeah.
Listen, Major General. If they had their status, they must have produced a copy. No, the immigration would never offer you any TPS without you producing either your birth certificate to prove your country of origin. In Nassau, Nigeria man to talk say if a Cameroonian, he come on Amazonia. How do you know? Ghanaian man come on, Haiti man come on. How do you know? See that man? How you fit distinguish my people?
So okay, I see. Okay.
How immigration will be able to distinguish?
All right. Okay, thank you so much. I was just asking to get the knowledge, since people are watching, so that people should be educated and informed as we go on. That was the only reason why I was asking you.
Even if you go to Ghana, or Nigeria as a refugee, if you don't produce any identification document to prove that you are from Cameroon, there is no way they will grant you refugee status.
Okay, thank you so much. So the last question I want to ask, since I have another caller coming, during the era of self-defense, I am one of the people who oppose it, and I think I have apologized to the SOCADEF and the ADF leaders, because I was a federalist and I was the biggest, of course. I don't imagine anyone pulling live 5,000 viewers at the same time in this struggle. I did. I know 4,000. I know 1,000. 2,000 was like nothing, right?
Yes.
And I was one of the people who used to say that people who believe in guns, arms are extremists. You know, we did that. But today we now believe that guns and bullets are
Yes.
the way out. Do you think that we might be opposing something when in just 1 or 2 years we might start to say, we might start to be even the preachers of that and start to even want to become the CICs of that? What do you want to have to say about this?
Yes. Yes. If we are opposing collaboration today, it is the same thing when we were opposing those who believe in guns and bullets.
Do you think it's the same thing for the ID card making?
For the ID card, my brother, there is no way. Let me be clear with Amazonians. They should do their research. You can contact people in ground 1 and ground 2. Inquire from them. Inquire from refugees. No country can produce you a refugee status without identifying. You must have something which they can be able to trace that this guy is actually from Amazonia.
So if you have an Amazonian ID or those Amazonian passport that they used to produce, and you prove and you show it somewhere, they can never recognize you.
They will never recognize it because why? Amazonia has not yet been recognized within the international, within the UN. Yes, you understand?
Yeah.
Nobody will ever recognize it.
So a country like Zimbabwe that has never been recognized, North Korea, Zimbabwe, Iran, that are not recognized by United Nations. You mean that if you provide an ID from Zimbabwe, you are not going to be recognized?
Yeah, you are talking about the case of Somaliland.
No, Zimbabwe. Let me talk about the country of Robert Mugabe. Excuse me.
Yeah, see.
Yeah.
Today have countries that have already how can I put it? That have already recognized their independence. Yes, they have countries who, like the US, who are already backing them.
What about the US? What about US Resolution 1608 that recognized Amazonia as a sovereign nation, a sovereign territory?
But it was not vetted within the UN. That is why you
no, but it is said that it is said that it's a right to self-determination to take your country to UN. Because when you take your country to UN, it's just because you want to benefit from the balance of power and collective security, which is a maxim and the prerogatives for which the United Nations was formed. You will not cease to be a country because you are not a member of the UN. Because North Korea is a country, but the difference is that it's not a state. You are under a state when you ratify to be a member in the United Nations. You are a nation when you are not a member. Like example, North Korea, you have Iran, you have Zimbabwe in Africa. These countries are countries. They are nation countries. That's how they call them. But there are people who recognize them, but they are countries and they have passport. They travel like any other one. We are just here. We are just trying to expand and reiterate and try to let our leaders, when they go behind, whether they want to take that thing off or they want to modify it, they should know that this is how we argue.
Okay, Major General.
Yes.
You know the case of Zimbabwe. Does Zimbabwe still has any country claiming autonomy or authority over it? Is there any flag of the country still flying over Zimbabwe? Does Zimbabwe still have colonial like we still have colonial?
In fact, the United Nations has imposed quotas and embargoes and tariffs to the Zimbabwe until they are tired. And Robert Mugabe stand on his own words and say he don't need to go. In fact, when he go to UNG summit, you hear him insulting the world leader and even the UN itself.
Yes, and one thing is, let's not make this mistake. Zimbabwe was first of all recognized as a state. It is only when
you are a state only. You are a state only when you are a member to the United Nations. If you are not a member, you are not called a state.
They were a member to the United Nations.
They have never.
Right?
They have never. It is in the book of the people who study political science. Zimbabwe has never ever. Robert Mugabe, who fought for the freedom, has never and has ridiculed the United Nations from day till he died. Until today, in fact, he seized land from the white people and threw them out from Zimbabwe. Seized land without any repatriation.
What? How? Why are they having that autonomy?
Because you have your right to self-determination. You have your right to self-determination to decide what you want in your own location. So it means if Amazonian people decide today to say that, one, everyone in the territory must wear white dress. It is what it is. As you see in Dubai, in Saudi Arabia, you see the type of dress they wear in Iran. You see Iranian people wearing the type of dress they wear. You see Saudi Arabia, you see Middle East, you see Dubai people wearing one particular dress like this. Women dress like this, men dress like this. They have right to that according to the United Nations, actually. It's called right to self-determination also, right?
Yes.
So now, do you think that's wrong if Amazonian people decide to say that, as from today, moving forward, no one will move as from 10 p.m. outside, and they are able to implement it? You think that's correct?
Yes, that is where the question lies. Will you be able to implement it? If you can implement it at large, that is when you are. They say you are able to defend it.
Okay, so thank you so much for this. Thank you so much. Let's round it for 30 seconds. Let me pick up another call and then we go ahead because we had actually a limited time and we have gone already 20 minutes in this call. I mean, we have gone already. Yeah, we have gone 21 minutes. 21 minutes. Yeah.
Major General, I want to thank you and the Liberation TV team. There should be no surrogacy. You guys shouldn't do propaganda. There should be no hate. We should criticize objectively, and our main issue should be love, reconciliation, and collaboration within the forces on ground. And let me ask you one question, please. I know you are the one hosting the show. What can you say about the collaboration on ground zero as a Major General?
Thank you so much for this question. Like I always say, in society, no matter wherever you go to, and that's why people never understand me, what I am, why and how I am very different. I am not different than any other person. There are three people in life. Whether you are in Antarctica, you are in Alaska, you are in Africa, you are in Asia, or you are in Rhodesia, or in America, Canada, wherever you are, whether Brazil, there are three people in society. Whether what language you talk, from what family, or whatever you eat, there are three people in the world in every society. You have the realist, the idealist, and the Marxist. You have people like IG people. These are realists. Realists who believe that, oh, glass is glass. Yes, let me go and get that glass like this. Yes, it's my glass. Let me just go and get it. You have idealists, which are like egosy people. These are idealists. They use ideology. He said, that glass is my glass. But I don't know if there's a bomb inside that glass. Let me produce something like a hanger or like a stick and go and grab that glass but with a stick, because I don't know if there's poison into it. It's an ideology. Use an ideology to arrive where you want to arrive. Example, independence is owned by us, but if I keep running behind Oyobo people, the same Oyobo people colonize Africa, how can I go and run behind them to get it? Let me use guns and bullets. Ideology is use something to get it. Right. But then IG people are realists. They say, oh, you know what? Let me just go to the court. This Western court like this, they were the one who sat in Berlin and decided for the independence. Let us go to Germany and protest. Let us go to UK and see the Queen. Because they are realists. The Egos people are idealists. But I stand in the middle as a Marxist to say, but what should have been is that, one, we should have never been corrupted. We should have never been colonized. We should have never been colonized. Then why should be? Why should be is that we should be free. Now, I put all the options on the table. You want to grab the independence with a stick. Oh, this one, I want to go and get it with my own hands. You are a realist. The idealist is taking precautions that there might be a poison in that glass. If I grab it, that poison might be a poison that if you come closer to your nose, you will die. So they use a stick to grab it. That's ADF people right there. You are not going to know that they are doing like that. It's still the same independence they want. That is why I call people of Amazonia. You might not understand what your brother is saying. Do not sabotage it. Just continue on your own lane, because at the end of the day, knowing that some people are realists, some are Marxists, and some are idealists, you are fighting people who want to have the same thing the way you want, but they are smart in their own way, because each and everyone is different. And that's why I laugh. If you want to go and get independence from the court, you are saying independence. Well, I believe in guns and bullets. I'm saying they will bring independence. And I stand in the middle and say, let me put the options of diplomacy on the table, bring the option of guns and bullets on the table. Let us move forward. I have resources, $10,000. I say, okay, 5,000 for independence from the court, 5,000 for guns and bullets. The one that takes us closer, at the end of the day, we start giving all the resources to it. That's how a Marxist operate on what should be and what ought to be. That's where I stand. That's why I'm here calling for unity, because I know what happened. And I'm calling for liberation because I want to bring these two people, even if they differ, let them be talking as brothers. They are saying the same thing. Example, the idealists call the realists La République. La République people call the idealists call realists La République. The realists turn and call the idealists La République because they don't understand that they are two different people but for the same thing. I come in between as a Marxist. You know what is happening to me? Because I'm for what ought to be, what should be, all options on the table. Ideally say that I'm bringing La République on the table with them. And the realists say I'm bringing La République on the table to them. Therefore, I am La République agent.
Yeah.
So all of us have labeled each other La République agent. But now, I study sociology as a prerequisite to political science in the international university. When I study sociology, what is sociology? It is politics and society and the people, the day-to-day life. Simple definition of sociology. Simple definition of society of sociology. Society and the people, the day-to-day life. You will now know that in society there are three people like this. Some people believe in using a canoe, a boat like this to go to somewhere. Some people believe they can only use a jet, and some people even believe today that they use only a private jet. Some believe that they will use a Ferrari. Some believe that they will use a canoe, a bicycle, or a motorbike. The one who use I saw one body, a woman who told me she had an accident, and she told me when she ride a motorbike like a Dugadi, at one point she feel that she is on air, and she feel that life can end now. She is in paradise, and one day she felt that same vibe. She allowed the head of the bike, and that's how she crashed. It means for her Bible, the motorbike means paradise. But then you have some people, one day I powered a fast car from Dubai to Abu Dhabi. I remember having tickets of $1,200 just on one trip. I felt the world was all mine. I felt flying 200 miles per hour was the highest thing I ever had on earth. Dying was not a problem for me that time because I have entered a fast car on earth. But some person say, oh no, you know what, let me take a flight from Dubai International Airport to Abu Dhabi where I am safe. You see, people think differently, but at the end they arrive at the same destination. What we should be thinking about is tolerance. Tolerance does not mean that you are wrong, and tolerance doesn't even mean your opponent is right. Tolerance means that, well, even what you will say, I don't understand it. It might not be right, might be wrong, but guess what? Let me just continue my own way. I am driving in the route in I-95, United States of America. There's an expressway. They might charge some fees either ways, but I'm going on a business trip. I don't mind about paying $20 on tolls because I'm going faster. So I jump on the express lane, and you know, you can, if you make an accident, you are dead because you are running on maybe 160 per hour, 160 miles per hour. And somebody say, you know what, I don't want to risk my life. Let me just take a bus. Let the driver risk it for me. Somebody say, let me take a flight. Somebody say, let me drive but to the other non-express lane and go far right where they drive slowly. But they come, they arrive, they do the business, and at the end of the day, we all arrive and we did our businesses. So what matter is if we arrive. For those who cannot run, they can roll on the floor, they cannot roll, they can crowd, they cannot crowd, they can start in one way or the other. What matter is we must keep going. Tolerance, jump and pass, jump and pass. Preach what your group has and take your nose out of other group. Do not listen to what other people are saying. You don't understand what they are saying. You don't know whether they are Marxists. Maybe a leader is a Marxist. Example, in this revolution, sometimes leaders and even surrogates and surrogate, or even leaders and their vanguard, they fall apart. Because sometimes a leader developed, maybe a leader was having an idealistic, or the leader was being idealistic. And then at one point, maybe leadership switched to realistic ideas, tendencies. Or at one point, the leadership switched to what? Seseku one time switched to a tendency that was a Marxist tendency, where he asked, how did we end it here? All options on the table. He was switching from a realist to a Marxist. When Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba went to first conclave, second conclave, third conclave, and fourth conclave, even though he was a hardened idealist as he is, he was still going and talking with realists. In that case, he was switching between idealists and Marxists. But in all the cases, they were all right. Today, some people from the interim government, the government believe in governance. They have the tax system where we take $10 or even 10 francs CFA for people in ground zero. They have formed a government with the vice president, with everything, with the departments, minister of this and that. Dr. Nicolas Ngu Sanctus was the minister of health. And some people said that was wrong thing, that was wrong. And we insisted that was a good thing to do. Today, if the people who said that was wrong decided not to operate to like a government, because they have like a government, those who operated like a government and failed are going to say, no, but you told me that was not a good thing to do. You told me that was wrong. Why are you acting like this now? As if they listened and they stopped doing what they were doing. They just declined naturally. They did not give up. They did not shake. They continue doing it. If they don't succeed, it's because they fail. But today they are going to use that to score a goal. Like, no, we stopped that because you were telling that was not a good thing. But you know what will happen? Because they are separate people with separate mentality in the society, idealists and realists. They will be like, no, I learned from you that was a good thing, so I am doing it now. I copied from you. So at the end of the day, you see, when we fail, the entire country fell. When realists fail, Ambazonians suffer. When idealists fail, Ambazonians suffer. Today, people do not believe in guns and bullets. They turn around and they have guns and bullets now. If you hate the people that have guns and bullets now because they see diplomacy will not win, and now they have guns and bullets, and you are not bringing them together, you know that you are the cause because you did not allow anyone to rest when you are preaching for guns and bullets. Today, they decided to hold guns and bullets, and you are not seeing the bigger picture that they are holding because you did not allow them to rest. And if the people did not believe in you to hold guns and bullets for 3 years, what has made you tired to take 1 year and preach for collaboration with these guns and bullets? You know, the problem is that in this society, they are realists, they are idealists, and they are Marxists. And everyone always, in fact, in everyone, that's why you say a good relationship or good marriage that must stand, an idealist need to find an idealist. A Marxist used to need to find a Marxist. And a realist need to find a realist. Example, in United States of America, Donald Trump is a Marxist. As Marxists, you bring the two people, you try to reason like a realist, like an idealist, so you have all options to manage your life. You will become very successful. Because for you to take a decision in life, you think like a realist, you think like an idealist. The risk that you take in business, you have low risk factor. You must succeed. But when you think like a realist, and an idealistic difficulties come in, you know you cannot think like an idealist because you are a realist. You are going to fail. That's a challenge that you will fail until you hire a manager that is a realist. When you are an owner, that you are an idealist, you will not succeed. That's why corporations succeed, because they have different managers, and some of them are idealists, some are realists, some are Marxists. A corporation is bound to succeed. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? This is a key thing in society. Unless you think like this, if you can't think like that, then you must listen from everyone. That's why we say a society that must succeed, there must be inclusivity. What's the meaning of inclusivity? Well, you are an idealist, you are an idealist, but you don't understand what a realist is saying. But all options on the table. Let us debate about it. Believe in the force of argument and not the argument of force. Then you are going to succeed. And this is easy as possible like this. Everyone has tagged everyone as a republic. At the end of the day, you have tagged your own Ambazonians, or everybody in Amazonia as a republic. Then who is Amazonia? When you point somebody with one finger like this, 3 are pointing at yourself. I am not going to read the Albert Einstein, read the gravity books, the people like Socrates, and I myself could be a Socrates, could be an Albert Einstein, and I allow anyone to put down my candle not to shine. That will not happen. God, the Lord, have said in the book of God, if you light a candle and you put under the table or anywhere, you are going to face fire in the house. My people, we have suffered. Take ownership. Be the heroes, the sheroes, the godfathers and the mothers of your land. Put your name in the blueprint. Showcase your shooting star for your people. Stand like heroes, all for one, one for all. Do not allow anyone to blackmail you like a republic, because you will not blackmail another one as a republic. Let me tell you, no one has monopoly of hate. When you hate, you will have hate back. If you love too, you don't have monopoly of loving bigly and fatly. You see why people like me? Because I love people bigly and fatly. I receive love back. If every group could love, we shall move as a peaceful people. That's the message I have here, brother. And thank you so much before I read the gospel for today.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Major General. Thank you.
God bless you, sir. God bless you. Thank you so much. Let's all remember history. History.
History has not forgotten that Buea was the headquarters of West Cameroon. History has not forgotten that Buea was the capital of southern Cameroons. And history has not forgotten that Buea was once the capital of Germany. History has not forgotten that Buea was the headquarters.
Politicians who spend their lives and their time out of their constituencies, working for themselves, amassing wealth for themselves, and not caring for their people, are equivalent to internet scammers. The only difference being that while internet scammers steal people's money through the computers, these unscrupulous politicians steal people's money through their constituencies. Whatever method they use, they are scammers all the same. Politicians
Thank you so much, my fellow brothers and sisters. Thank you so much for all your dedication. Thank you for your commitment. And it's a pleasure again standing with you today. Thank you for sharing bigly and fatly. You have heard what I've said. I want to read the seed for today. After I seed for today, we are going to listen to one audio. We are going to reply it real quick. And we are going to also reply and bring peace in ground zero. The gospel for today, according to the book of Luke, chapter 12, verses 54 to 59. I read. Then he also said to the multitude, whenever you see cloud rising out of the west, immediately you say, a shower is coming, and so it is. And when you see the south wind blow, you say, there will be hot weather, and there is. Hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky on the earth, but how is it you do not discern this time? Yes, and why? Even of yourself, do you not judge what is right? When you go with your adversary, to the magistrate, make every effort along the way to settle with him, lest he drag you to the judge, and the judge deliver you to the officer, and the officer throw you into prison. I tell you, you shall not depart from there till you have paid the very last mite. This is the gospel of the Lord. Hallelujah, hallelujah. This is the gospel of the Lord. Hallelujah. My fellow compatriot, you have heard from the book of God. The book of God is talking about judgment. And the book of God is talking about how judgment process takes place. The compassionate nature of it. The merciful nature of it. How sometimes you have to lie low in order to receive favor. In order not to judge in a very bad way. How you have to practice tolerance that we talk about today. In order to receive tolerance back. How if you are hateful, you are going to attract hate to yourself. How people will judge you the way you approach them, they will treat you the way you approach them. If you show love, you shall receive love. If you show mercy, you shall receive mercy. You show compassion to your fellow brethren, you shall receive compassion. The story of Lazarus in the Bible tells everything. There was once a poor man who was a homeless person, was sick, could not take care of himself. Dogs were the one coming and licking his wounds. He didn't have money to go to hospital. He spent his time in front of a rich man's mansion. Rich man was dressing with good fabrics, expensive fabrics. With his wife, they eat healthy and eat a lot of food and throw the remains the trash. They couldn't give anything to Lazarus. Lazarus died. Oh, poor Lazarus. And when he died, he went to heaven. Was in heaven. Shortly after one time, this old man got sick and died and went to hell. The judgment was simple. God said, you were on earth. You did not look after the poor. You did not look after the poor. There was Lazarus, the story reminded the old man. You didn't give him anything. When I was hungry, you gave me to eat. When I was needy, you gave me the clothes. And so you shall enter to the kingdom, my Father. This song reminds us of the same story. If you want to enter into life and keep looking back, it's not worthy of me. If you want to enter into life, sell all you have and give the money to the poor, come follow me. Take off your cross every day. So you can see it's the same preaching. It's the same preaching. You have to show compassion and love and show mercy to your people. You cannot fight to free the same people and you are causing the same people pain. You cannot fight to free the same people yet you don't preach love to the same people. You have to make policies that make the same people secure and see you as the liberator and see you with a compassionate way. Can't fight for your people and when they hear you they run away and hide in the bushes like Cameroon. That's one thing we want and defeated La Republic is that the people run away from the military because it kills the people. Fidel Castro has made a documentary in Netflix. Fidel Castro said, you have to learn how to mobilize and sensitize your people. And when you have to use the natural resources endowed to free the people, you must be able to sensitize and mobilize the people to understand. For every step you take, you must mobilize the people very well. Hallelujah. When I share this, please, everybody share and invite. And when you fail to do that, you shall receive stiff resistance from the people because they don't understand. Like we are fighting to get ourselves free. But every time we take policies and people oppose it because they don't understand it. Normally we wish one day we turn around taxation system, the healthcare, the education, the market economy, traditional economy. We want to see the trade fair, the trade union, everything is under amber. But it's not going to happen one time. What we fail is that communication is not fluent. It's not so eloquent. We have to change the way we do communication. We change the style. We change the manner in which we put our body posture. Such is communication. There are times when you don't even need to say something. You just need to act. You just need to body action, body action, body action, body action. No pietism, no pietism, no pietism. And people understand that no pietism very well. And we must also endorse merit. Appreciate people who give their best. One time you might not deliver yourself, but you might have a job to just endorse people who are doing it. I have said it openly here according to the Bible today of justice. We'll read today in the book of the Gospel according to Luke chapter 12 verses 54 to 59. All about judgment. All about doing things fairly. What you give, you receive it. When you fight people, they will fight you back. And the worst is fighting people who don't even think. They are going to use their unthinking mind to fight you. And you know what happened when a man without a brain fights you? They look for a propaganda, a conspiracy, lies. And people the world is full of many people like that. Sorry to say this. The truth is bitter. People don't want to hear the truth. And you who succeed to have the truth today, you know that when you fight people who don't believe in truth, and you keep putting your nose into them, they are going to use just their empty brains, and they will fight you. Because you are intelligent and smart, you don't understand people that are not smart. You will not win it. That is how they killed General Ivan Bach from our hand. He was smart. You were smart. The people who killed him were people that were not smart. General Ivan Bach himself said it. And you say this is reality. You keep fighting federalists until they go to Nigeria to fight to make us for 1 week to do damage control for 1 week. Just because we have blind surrogacy who fight anything they see. And they mistakenly one time they fight even the fundraisers. And very soon fundraisers stop funding, and then leaders start asking, why are you not funding? Have you called the surrogate to order? Have you told surrogate to stop insulting the state people, to stop insulting your pillars, to stop insulting? Or you have joined the surrogate to insult the same people, and you expect people of Ambazonia to fund? One thing I must assure you, Ambazonian people, they want to hear me go out to fight institution. I am very objective. I stood objective for years. And when people saw that I have become so objective, they decided to create a way to attack the objective mindset. In any society, anyone that attacks objectivism, they have taken the wrong path. In which society is objective thinking attacked? A society of demons? A society of hell? Sodom and Gomorrah? In what society should the same objectivism that was used to fight Kunyam, to fight other people that we thought we are not right? In what society should the same principle that we are used to clean the struggle so you can walk on, should you attack the same mindset, the same eagle eyes? I call you people today to think very well. I want to reply two things. The first thing I want to reply is this audio here. The leadership cries the action of Capo Daniel. It is 2 years that we started talking behind the scene. If all of you Amazonian people hear about this, it's because whoever decided to say that they should remove us from all the official forum is the cause of you hearing these things in media. When La Republic shut down Ground Zero Internet, shut down everything, arrested Bala and Fontem, what happened? We took it to media. When you shut down the WhatsApp groups and hijacked even our own WhatsApp group that we created for Aspila, Liberation TV WhatsApp group was hijacked. I want to say it here, and there's still a talk show that I'm going to show you all those groups that were kicked out, so that some of you surrogate should understand that it's the tyranny and rudeness and some kind of arrogance that has made these things out like this. We were able to talk for 2 years, 1 year in the same behind the stage. No one knows. Capo Dane came, infiltrated himself, changed the mindset of the good people, and everyone is full of arrogance. No one has left institution except Capo Dane came in. We said that's not okay. If Momsi is living now and trying to do things, whatever she says is because she's fighting with Capo Dane. Pache leave, whatever Pache is doing, the foundation cause is what you are not trying to hear. Don't be like La Republic. Always listen to the foundation cause from somebody leaving. Don't fabricate your own foundation cause. And you cannot propose a solution for what you denied. When you deny something and you want to propose solution, example, when you denied the creation of a TV, and suddenly people, your Vanguards have hold you from the thesis and you believe in the creation of the TV. You now go to revive SCBC. And people say, no, we say you must have an independent TV. And the Vanguard went to contribute 1,000 to have the same TV. Make it happen. Because you wanted to propose solution to what you did not even first of all accept. Then what give you the tenacity to attack the Vanguard when they still say another thing that can take us forward? At the same time, when the Vanguard were doing this was because the same Capo Dane was calling Egomsi as La Republic. And I can play the videos here in the screen. So you hear from his mouth, calling Dr. Cho as La Republic. That's why we say we need a private part, a TV. And when the leader said we want SCBC, we said to the leader, no! It's 2 hours I stood up. That talk show is here. I showed you people last time. What makes you people to think that we mean bad? I am only bad when I tell you something that don't do this, don't do this. I say stop insulting people. Stop calling person mommy private part. Stop calling people delusional or clowns. The same people stood with you and almost got killed. Even if they are mental today, because they stood with you and see their family members being killed because they didn't want to see anything ADF. And today you have resorted to insulting the same people. The same people who created pillars and give you thousands of dollars every month. If they protest not to give you, you are now see the money as a bigger factor for you to hit people. When they contributed money for past years and give in package, you did not ask if they belong to a mission. From the time they are protesting, you now say they should align to a structure. But when they were doing it as a pillar, you did not ask them to align to a structure. You see, these are things that we don't want to talk about because no one has monopoly of facts. You attack objectivism, you are Nkunya. That's a Nkunya mentality. When Sako attacked us and called us internet trolls and Russian ties spy, he was attacking objectivism. And you saw that we did not give him a chance. Don't go that way. No one wins the Vanguard. I personally, the Amazonian space, I am the Amber Guru. I own the Amber space. Nobody has won a media war with me in particular. Nobody. They have not done it. I always say it and hit my chest here. I want to say it authoritatively again once more. I am a no-go zone. I am a no-go zone. You can ask Cameroon President Paul Biya. I am a no-go zone. I say it here today openly. If they send you, be careful. Don't. I am inside your houses. Wherever you sit and cook small little propagandas, I am there. I am there strategically, tactically, objectively, spiritually, economically. I am inside. Spiritually, traditionally, I am everywhere. Whatever you say, I receive screenshot immediately. Because of the hard work that I put in. I sit in talk shows for 8 hours. You was there with your wife and children. I sit in talk shows for 3 talk shows a day. You were minding about your business. I go to Ground Zero to perform charity works. People brought to take my head off. You were there abroad minding about yours. Some people went to Ground Zero like my leader. Or our leader went to Ground Zero to Daddy Village. Chris Arno said Daddy was Nigeria. We fought so hard to prove a point. We stood together and did this. You cannot tell me it's a structure. The structure did not go live for 8 hours. It was not the structure that was going out live for 10 hours. Those type of arrogance and type of mis-talking or mis-speaking should stop. People cannot make 5,000 live talk show, gather Vanguard and make pillars, contribute money, run for you and work for you. And the only thing you tell was this, it was the structure that delivered. I do not want to go deep into this. But that should be the last time where anyone whosoever attack Vanguard, it shall not be okay. We have all it takes to go out here. If you want a period of war of all against all, we have the competency. You shall not win that. Whoever is driving that from behind, it's a big step you are taking in the wrong direction. You don't want us to open our 5 media lines for people to be calling here. You don't want to go that way. The same problem we refuse is the same problem now we are going and attacking people. The worst is if you go out and attack people to using the same microphone that we contributed and give you. The same microphone, you don't know the price. The same computer you are using, don't know the price. The same camera camcorder you are using, you don't know the price. The same green screen you use, you don't know the price. And I am one of the same type of people who contributed. And you stand in the same TV to attack me. Whoever is the position, I don't mind. When I clearly stood at the forefront to make sure that I advocate for the TV, and you used to attack me. Whoever, whether you are the top rank of God, you know you cannot win that battle because Amazonian people are watching. You pass across the bridge and you want to cut it for other people not to pass across. My message for Amazonian people is simple. You will not have independence if you don't come together. Even if you can come together and answer whatever memorandum of understanding, sign it, send it to the office of the United States of the state.gov, send to United Nations. They will see that you are together. Don't fake that you are collaborating when there's no memorandums of understanding. If I say we was collaborating, I handed memorandum of understanding to the leaders. Timo Nagi came and said it to us. We cannot take a secret group that we created to mastermind security and internal security, and then when we bring the secret group, we say we are collaborating, but we have absorbed it and we have under showcase assimilation. Collaboration does not mean assimilation. They will not align behind you. The Marine Forces remain Marine Forces. The Air Force remain Air Force. The ADF remain ADF. The Mad Dog remain Mad Dog of the Warriors. That is what we call collaboration. There's no assimilation. That principle of power take over from your own. That principle bring a lot of bad evil spirit. And I want to assure Amazon people, I don't care whether you have 5 eyes or 10 eyes or whatever. No one group can ever succeed to take Amazonia there. Look at South Sudan. If they didn't come together. Look at after independence of South Sudan. One group thought that they had everything on. They took over, became even the president. What happened? They are not even able to progress. Look at how many embargoes and tariffs and quotas they were levied by the International Monetary Fund. South Sudan did not receive their independence money until they decided to absorb everybody to come on the table and form a national unity and national collaboration. That's when South Sudan recently, not even up to 5 years ago, received their own international funds for independence to start development and tax all these quotas, embargoes, and all the fines that were put to South Sudan were taken off. After when they now realize that when you fight for the people, it's for the people, you must now find a way. So whoever is deceiving whatever leadership here, IG you told like that, IG you saw it. IG you have forces today. General no pity that IG give them title as a free marshal. If free marshal, I think if they see Sako, they might cut his head. Where is AAC? My brother June Bidonye was the speaker, the spokesman. Nsofonja was the chief of staff. But where's AAC today? If I tell Nsofonja that one day he will not have forces, he will not believe. This struggle is like this. If you do your policies, your soldiers will remain with you. I don't know whether the policies are wrong or right, but the way you prosecute it, we tell tomorrow if your soldiers don't leave you. You cannot be denying facts and ideology that's taking place already. And 4 of your major commanders are inside that ideology. They might not tell you. And I come to blow the whistle that you should try to come together so you can be part of the leaders. And you are still claiming that you are on point. I want to say out in public so that tomorrow no one should call me a prophet. Because what I saw was not a prophet. I saw it directly. What happened in Gusa? General Biabia and Commander Tiger. Commander Tiger and Commander Biabia were all ADF. My trip we came, told them that they're going to receive money. Of course, that was manipulation. And they went there. When they went there, they now used them to come and disarm ADF Gusang and cause a Gusang problem we see. In Bui, the same thing happened. Chacha, Isobu was the guard of General Asa. And Chacha was not even fit to be a commander. Use my trip to Buya, get him, and use him to fight us. Let me tell you the way to succeed in this life. If you allow your enemy and don't go there and change the equation, your enemy will develop a full equation and infiltrate you, and you will cry a victim. My trip to Buya has come. If all of us have gone inside my trip to Buya, we would have fought, but at the end of the day, one, the people might have been very angry and did not contribute 2 million. Majority of our fighters, like 36 killed in Buya, would have still been alive today. But today we cry as victim of the result of my trip to Buya. Now you see, we would have been part of it. We would have been able to change the equation and the formula. We might have been able to be, as a collective people, hold the people accountable because of collaboration. Because of collaboration, they would have been able to distribute the money to other groups, as small as it is. But other group receives more, they would have implemented it. The equation could have been different. At least the people would have seen that you implemented your own money. We would have gone there and tried to say, okay, we collaborate. Okay, maybe you take half of the money and give us quarter of the money, and then you show the people what you do with the quarter of the money. You see, when you run away from collaboration and from things, evil people triumph. When the good people don't, and even if you run away, at least good people running away should come together. But everyone cannot run away and claim they are good. They are good. If you are good, then you should come together. That is why power mongering is evil. It is just power mongering. You want to lie in the pretext of, oh, they are bad. So everyone is bad in the whole entire place except you. You know that's not true. You know that's not true. Don't tell me Savin Qatar is like working for the Republic. Don't tell me the Buffaloes of Balinyuga are working for the Republic. Don't tell me the 10 couples in Indiana are working for the Republic. Today, you have people fighting. ADF has arrested Pa Acha. But the 10 couples in Indiana are still keeping the 10 delegates that they arrested. And that's good and fine. Today, also the ADA people are asking why the priests are being arrested. Why the priests are being arrested. But yesterday, people were fighting us why the chief was arrested. People are fighting on why Pacha is arrested. Yesterday, we are fighting why they arrested a priest in Vekovi. But some people are also fighting us why we arrested the hospital staff. I don't want to use the word starting with kidnapping. Amba does not do that. It is the enemy's dictionary. Anyone who uses the word kidnapper for another one in this struggle, you are falling short of the glory. I was in the talk show with Paddy Asatan. They asked me who is Eritato. I said, Eritato is an Amazonian professional journalist, the CEO of National Telegraph. The Federalists were confused. You know why? I cannot serve my enemy. Because I disagree with my brother does not mean I expose my own brothers out to the enemy. Cameroon has lost legitimacy to rule our people. Even if anyone is wrong, even if I have determined that Sako is a thief, T-I-F, I cannot allow Cameroon to arrest Sako. If they put Sako like this and say Cameroon should arrest this guy, I will say, not be me, not my man will say that. Cameroon has lost all legitimacy to rule over us. Cameroon does not have any authenticity to arrest anyone in Amba. Even a mother in Amba will not be arrested by Cameroon. Amazonia will do their own job. This is what is called nationalism. This is what is called patriotism. This is what is called choosing a better thing beside the flag. It is not loyalist. Because Paul Biya of Cameroon has chosen loyalists like a Tanganyipo beside the flag. Paul Biya of the Republic has chosen his own minister like his own ministers of defense, Betty Esomo. His own general like General Nkiavaleri. His own colonial masters like Lele Africana, and this one, how they call the name? This one like this with a big nose. What is this? This one down there. Okaida Bilai. Cameroon has chosen and prioritized loyalists instead of the people. Any regime that chooses loyalists, you are not working for the people. When you work for the people, you prioritize yourself. Because you are the people. You came for the people. You belong to the people. When you do not work for the people, the word democracy is wiped out. That's why we say autocracy, imperialism, dictatorship, tyranny. We start justifying things that are not right. Democracy means power from the people to the people, for the people, and of the people. It belongs to the people. Is the security force is not part of the people? Is our defense force is not part of the people? Are they not the children of the people? When you work for the people, hello, hallelujah, you work for the entire nation. When you work for your loyalists, you work for your Njangi group, you work for your small group. Paul Biya has exacerbated that tendencies for years, and those autocratic tendencies have failed. You cannot prioritize human being to the flag. When you prioritize the flag, it means that each and every one, the flag is not is an object, it's an emblem, it's a symbol. When they say prioritize the flag, it doesn't mean prioritize a piece of cloth. You will never see a flag being shot. A flag can never die. When they say prioritize the flag, it's like some people say in the Bible, if somebody slap your jaw, turn this jaw for it to be slapped. It is a literal way to interpret the Bible. There are 7 ways to interpret the Holy Bible. Literally means literature. You interpret the Bible like literature textbook. It's not correct. It doesn't mean that when somebody slaps you, you actually turn your jaw for it to be slapped. If you do that, that's injustice to yourself. And the Bible does not want that. In fact, the Bible says, unplug your eye if it causes you to sin. Unplug any part of you, it causes you to sin. But the Bible does not mean that unplug your eye. Like some people would have never have eyes today. Some people would have been now skeletons because they have unplugged all body parts. The Bible means here tolerance. Practice tolerance. When your eye, if someone slap you, turn this one to slap. Practice tolerance. Be nice. Somebody fight you, he's mental. Don't go mental and fight him because you are not mental. You can't prioritize members of a group than the nation. If those members of a group stand for the nation, then they are standing for themselves if you prioritize them. The same thing will happen if you become a leadership tomorrow. You are going to prioritize the same people. And these Ankunyam tendencies that we don't want in Amazonia. My people, am I lying? Press the love button and share. If I'm lying, press the angry button there. You have your freedom to press the angry button. If I'm telling the truth, let the love, pump the loves there and share 5 times. Listen to this. We deny a problem, start sharing meeting for the problem. Today we are going online and being angry about the same problem. We change a meeting. It was accepted that Capo Daniel must apologize in the meeting. I say he will not do it. I want to ask Mr. President, has Capo Daniel apologized as we accepted in the last meeting? I want to ask PR of the Amazonian Governing Council, Dr. Abu Free. Has Capo Daniel apologized as Dr. Abu Free in the meeting with the leader as we agreed? I told you he will not do that because he is not a CIC. Today, you want to come live and attack the Vanguards? You see, I told you such arrogance must stop. I am not insulting anyone here. I speak without insult. But such arrogance must stop. The same eye we used to talk against Sako when they fight you. Today you say you have the capacity to arrest. If the day you ever hear me say I have capacity to arrest, I will say that when I have somebody in my hand. I don't give empty threat. I love all my people. There's no one that have boundaries I cannot reach out to. Lest you forget that those who want to plan to take me, before they see I had them in my hands. It's all about ideology and strategy. You stand for your people with good faith. You receive protection from the above. I ain't afraid of anything. I ain't afraid of empty threats. When Munya is moving there and causing mayhem to our people. Show me the balls we have to go there and take that thing out and send it to Paul Biya down there in Yaoundé. Life came from God. To God they return. I don't know why God put them. So don't come and give empty threat to your people. You want to fight people, don't show tyranny. Don't show those things that make you a dictator. Whoever is derailing leaders should be very careful. They did the same to Cristiano and Sarkozy, and today look at where they are. You think that you are happy that they are the way they are? I'm not happy. I don't think you are happy. I don't think so. Capo Daniel has destroyed and caused a lot of things now. We deny the action of Capo Daniel. Today we are moving now and crying. Some people are threatening in Facebook, never come closer to me. What can you do? What can you do? Cameroon say we should never go to Cameroon. I make the last talk show in Cameroon live. What did they do to me? Amazonians are people who prove their powers when they are pushed to the wall. You dare not try that. You dare not. You cannot attack an Amazonian for using a speaker or a microphone to talk. When we use microphone that we don't know the price. When we are talking in the podcast, we don't know the price of the green screen. When we are talking with the computer, we don't know the price of that computer. When we are talking with the computer, we don't know the price. And when we go live in a TV, we don't know how the energy it costs, how we sat in the first meeting. What did we say in that to crave that TV? And we have to go to that TV to attack the same people. That should be the end. That should be the ultimate end. Whoever. We told Paul Biya the same. I don't think anyone in Amba is dreaded than that tyranny. If you should have the powers, Munya should not be anyway harassing the people. Can we use the same energy to go there and teach Munya and take Munya down? Let me come to you and say, I'm so sorry. You have left the enemy and you come here and all you care about are people who make sure that everything works. There shall be no tyranny or dictatorship. No bullying is accepted. No one person can take us to Buya. When the interim government was leading, that was the preaching. No one person can take us. Crush Ayaba, crush ADF, as the interim government was saying every day. We stood because no one person can take. That was the preaching. Today, I have the power now. I will crush them at the borders. I will do this. I will leave power in 2 years. I will do this, but nothing has happened. Liberation TV, WhatsApp group is hijacked. And that is sent by one. If the leadership could not do anything about it, then the leadership congratulated that message. Did I not report that to the highest level? I want to let you know, my people. Look, I don't want anyone to attack the AGOVC ADF. We are saying things that we know what is said. Before you attack anyone, you know you heard the meeting, because it's not everything I say out here. As much as I don't want anyone to attack ADF or AGOVC leadership, I don't want AGOVC or ADF leadership to attack anyone. Capo Daniel used AGOVC ADF leadership, ACN TV to attack everybody. Who knew Bitacola in this struggle? Of a sudden, it is what the Capo Daniels are taking Bitacola every day. Now Bitacola use ACN TV to advertise himself. And you are crying the consequences? You victimize yourself and then you want to cry victim. You took 2 years. Oh, Sako, Cristiano, my trip to Buya. You did not donate a single kobo. Some of us who donated who know that Sako must one day pay. You go ahead talking as if you donated, you did not. We told you to go ahead. We formed the TV to heal our people and bring our people together. You did not listen. After when you start going down, before you stop talking about Sako and the rest, we told you that was aggressive advertisement. You try to know, to see people dropping down before you want to correct yourself. We have no friends even have a million, talk less of about a million. And arrogance, rudeness, calling people clown, the same people who stood with you. Even if COVID have come and shut down people's businesses, you don't know what people have lost. Is that you to take on TV to attack the same people who contributed thousands and give you? Thanks to Capo Daniel. We are here today. And I'm still saying it. Don't solve the problem, deny it. Then start crying and attacking objectivism. Anyone, I will reply anyone who make any pimp, like I said again. What? Let us go for a period of war against all. You want to show me you have media power? Let us try to see that who has the media power. Let me play this and you'll see. The leadership cry Capo Daniel. Listen to this. Respect be God respect. You respect me, I respect you. We respect ourselves. We came together because of what we call submission. It doesn't mean that you are stronger than me. It doesn't mean I'm stronger than you. But if we submit under and you want to just crush me, you pass through me and you want to, that will not happen. Because Amazonian people, if I tolerate that, it will happen to you too. All of you watching me, when we arrive, you shall be in something that's more than Konengi. Do you want to be in Konengi? Do you want to be in Konengi? Do you want to be in the prison? We are fighting the future. Our children will not be judged innocently. If you allow now, it shall happen to your children. And that's why we want to kill it now. Tyranny will not be in Amazonia. Listen to this. Capo Daniel has derailed the institution. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Because of Capo Daniel, we are now here. When Capo Daniel was not doing all these things, were we talking? When we give Capo Daniel 2 positions, we say, oh, 2 positions. No, we talk about Mafani. That Cameroon is giving Mafani multiple positions. How come that we in Amber have started giving people multiple positions when we have not yet arrived? Was there any explanation? Was there any clear explanation? Was there a clear explanation? Is that how we make talk shows? When Sheikh Abi was the DDC, when Tapang was the DDC, is he the first person to occupy that position? Why under him? Capo Daniel has attacked nearly everyone in this struggle. You know that ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right. You cannot be attacking people and creating multiple hate to the organization. And the organization, and he's using the organization and signing in. And they tell me you pay much respect to loyalists. You think that I'm a hater. So you think I'm like Republic upon my life. Then you will hear me till the end. In the Anglo-Saxon culture, we task our leaders to action. It is what we inherit. When Honorable Joseph Wiba said this, you were happy, right? You were happy. You were happy. Today, you take the enemy's way to solve solution. Listen to this. The leader cried Capo Daniel, and I want you all to listen to this. Listen to this, my people. Listen to this.
We should not remove anyone. Let's battle it in here.
The leader said we should not remove anyone. Let us battle it here. Capo Daniel has removed people from all groups. From everywhere. From everywhere. So you see, this is a contradiction. Now, if they have said this 2 years ago, 1 year ago, Capo Daniel might have never removed anyone from the group. You remove people from the group and you say we should not remove everyone from the group. When we have cried to the leader, we have been removed from the group, oh Papa. We have removed from you, oh Papa. And today the people are removed. Now you say we should not, because you have selectively allowed those people to be removed. I cried for the leader. This is the Messiah. Someone somewhere is misleading him. We talked for Sako and they didn't listen. When Seseku from the government, we say he's been derailed. Did not listen. It seems in Africa nobody listens. But we claim we talk for the people. You cannot work for me and you don't listen to me now. You can't be my leader and you don't listen to me now. Then you have to explain yourself to me. It's your duty. You can't explain to yourself. You're incompetent. You can't tell me structure when we are the one who put the structure to life. The structure before, no one know about the structure. Spend my life bringing people, hunting people everywhere I'm bringing. And today, I'm ridiculed like a rat. It's going to happen to you surrogates. And I want you to have your integrity and your respect. Listen to this carefully. This is what Capo Daniel have caused the leader to be doing. Listen to this.
Secondly, you cannot use Ambazonia nationalism. You cannot use the name of Ambazonia to constantly perpetuate your political desire your political ambition. You must be clear where you stand. You must be clear where you stand.
You see, this is dictatorship. You cannot force somebody to declare where he stands. What is the right to self-determination act? Cameroon want us to declare that we stand with Cameroon. When we declare that we stand with Amba, does Cameroon accept? No. Have we not declared that we are Vanguards? You want us to declare that we stand with the mission in the country where we are. Period. It's called dictatorship. You cannot force the people to stand on the way on your own ideology. I am a humanitarian. I'm a political person. And I am more than politicians. Because I decode them. You cannot force a 21st century person to declare where he stands to you if you don't want to do that. It's his own freedom, his own security and safety. Wherever he is, he do things based on how he thinks that he's safe. So my people, listen to this. You know this is not okay to say that you must declare where you stand as nationalism. We have all declared that we are Amazonian, period. Why do you want to segregate us like this by force? Leader, that is not correct. Capo Daniel goes on attacking people. That's not nationalism. I want to reply this very well. People, listen to this.
Amazonia is an abstract configuration which we are trying to stitch together.
Yes.
The building blocks of Amazonia are the individuals, the tribes, the movement, in every struggle.
Then we say the tribes, then why are we against tribalism? Why? Why are we against tribalism? So tribalism is not normalized. That the building blocks are tribes, then why are we against tribalism? Some people were using tribalism, county by county, saying you are tribes and fight. Now we can say it's normalism. You see, we should learn to solve problems and avoid trying to justify things like this. And this is the first time I want to, because I cannot allow my integrity to be tried to attacked everywhere. It's not going to happen. It's not. Listen to this.
State. There is no America without the Americans.
And there's no Amazonia without Amazonians. Why do you allow Capo Daniel to keep removing Amazonians from groups? Why do you allow Lucas Ashu and Sheikh Kabi to hijack my Liberation TV WhatsApp group? Kick me out as admin. Why? If there is no country without, why then are we not collaborating when there's no country without a citizen? Is there Amazonia without Amazonians? Good.
There is no America without the rules in the Constitution. The individuals who stand to defend it. There is no America without their forces, without the political movements, whether the Republican or the Democrat or the Independent.
When the American 13 colonies come to form the preamble of the American Constitution, before they went for American War of Independence, were there something like Democrat and Republican? My people, I want you to report. Was there anything like Democrat and Republican that came after the revolution, after they won their independence? The political movement must form themselves after independence. The politics have destroyed this revolution and we have accepted it. Why can we justify why we fought yesterday? That was wrong. Do we fight Satan because we don't have the power to become Satan? We fight Satan, say that it was evil. We have the potential now to be either good or Satan. We now choose to become Satan. And now we want to normalize it. Why do we normalize Satan? Because now we have the potential to become what? This type of things, my head no idea at all. I need clarification. I think that you need it too. Capo Daniel has caused us to be here now.
There is no America without those constituents. Without those constituents, the place you call America is just a land. The state is built on the foundation of all of these things: individuals, tribes, units, movements.
So I am an individual too, movement too, and tribes too. So let us not say Mr. Abo is asking, Mr. Derek Abo from nowhere is asking about why are we not in South? Why do we relegate him to a tribalistic person? If I start as an individual and I'm talking, why am I a point of attack? Why should everyone be attacking me? All official people removing me even to an extent of hijacking my group. How? How do you explain that? Am I respected? Am I part of the foundation of such a country? If we have to cut America, let us cut it in a very good way. Because best one, I am a US citizen who studied the US Constitution. You cannot win me in the US Constitution. You can fire me any constitution, anything in the US Constitution, except the clauses that I'm still going through to learn all those amended clauses. And dare not try me with the first preamble. Yeah. If I don't stand like this, my people, we are going to have something that is not good. I want my leader to be in the straight path. As a leader for the Vanguard, before I say what I say here, we had multiple meetings. Multiple meetings have been held. And therefore, I am just a window dressing to the Vanguard. You don't know what is behind me. The Interventor, you don't know what is behind. But in days ahead, if we don't do the right thing, we shall know what is behind the cupboard.
Parties, ideas, the norms and values, that's what constitute a state. You cannot
when what constitutes the state is justice. Justice start now. If you wrong me, you tell me, my brother, I'm sorry. To err is human, to forgive is divine. Once you are not able to say, I am sorry for what I did, then you are questioned. If Kapodane refused to do what we said, the meeting between the president and me and PR, Dr. Abu Free, Kapodane refused to apologize as the leadership stipulated. He merited your sanctions. You did not. Therefore, you are an accomplice. And therefore, I cannot go low in such type of arrogance. He continued to justify that whatever he says is approved by the governing council. You are the leader, chairman, Mr. President. You fail to act, and you fail to follow to act. It's not only about giving a special status. He's going to apologize, and he doesn't do that. You didn't come back to me. They hijacked my own Liberation TV WhatsApp group. I went to you. You say you are going to solve. Till today, how many months? How can I not conclude you send them? Mr. President, that's not okay. That's not okay. Wait, let me go here. Amazonian people reported to me, Vanguards have been removed from ACN TV. Know that, look at the turnout for Vanguards for the ACN TV today. Look at the turnout. This video is going to go viral than that in the ACN. But it was going viral yesterday. And now we are justifying why it's not going viral. We are justifying now that the good things are being fought. We work together to achieve what we had. Stop saying that is a structure. What structure? The structure that did not find itself in years. That Skakuf almost took over the interim government until we came on board. You don't want to appreciate people for what they work? Pass on the bridges and cut the bridges? No, my brother, that's not okay.
Frankly, you attack your own state. You attack the foundation of the
It's not called attack. It is called you protest to make changes and make amendments that will further make a progress. When somebody say you are Mame Pima and you come to say that is not good, it's not an attack. An attack is who says Mame Pima. That's an attack there. If Sheikh Ali call me clown, that is an attack. That is the attack there. I am defending that attack. You call me delusional, that's an attack there. The person who said that is an attacker. I am just a defendant. That's an aggressor. An aggressor is the one who attacks. That's an aggressor. If you go out and tell me, don't call me Messiah, you are attacking me. I am defending. I am the defendant. I study political science. In every conflict, there's an attacker and there's a defendant. Amazonians are attackers. Amazonians are defenders. Cameroon is attacker. And the attacker is called an aggressor. So there's an aggressor and there's a defendant. Amazonians are defenders and Cameroon is the aggressor. So no one is going to teach me political science. I want that this should be the last time that we shall be attacked like this. Respect what we have done in the past. Apologize to us when wrong is being done. Because without this apology, we shall do this over and over until respect is gotten. We are not building a country where we give our lives, and in the midst of building it, respect is not gotten. Never. If I spent thousands in this struggle, let you know that 70% of whatever came from my pocket went to the organization. And Amazonian people are aware of this. In Mandela's have spent 100% in this struggle. Let it be known that 80% of it went to the organization. And Amazonian people are aware of this. That's what is called being very tactical and supporting leadership to succeed. Not hyenas moving and blah, blah, blah. Cannot even contribute $1,000. If I have not contributed, if they have not given for 1 year, if these people were giving like we did, and not only attacking us, the structure, making us to protest, we would have been far. At least don't attack me because I feel tired, if I am tired. Or if I feel I need to protest until you hear me. Act like a parent. Act like a parent. Don't gang Kapodane on top people. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. This man call you La Republique, call the institution La Republique when we stand with you. He's not more egoist than we are.
Distance of your state, and at the same time claim to stand for that state. You cannot try to overthrow an election and term yourself a Democrat. Do you throughout our struggle, we have seen those who have used the name of Amazonia to attack prisoners of war, impeach them, denigrated them. We have seen those who use the name of Amazonia to perpetuate their platforms. Rather than using the ideology of that platform, the vision of that platform, the strategy of that platform as a foundation.
Thank you, Mr. President. I see people who came to me as Amazonians, stand for the flag. When I gave admin position to the Liberation TV WhatsApp group, the same people hijack Liberation TV WhatsApp group. We see the people who impeached Seseko. But I want to tell you that some people were happy that Seseko was impeached. At the same time, double standards. These are things that we Amazonian people know. We just want to correct the goodness. Capo Daniel has brought us to where we are now. We sat in the meeting and say he should apologize. He has not. Don't tell me that you came to meeting and lied to me. He's going to apologize. And you went and tell him, don't worry. Then you are talking now. Tell the people of Amazonia that we sat in the meeting and agree that Capo Daniel is going to apologize for doctoring a private audio to the TV that the Vanguard and the leaders and his leadership fought so hard to have. That Capo Daniel did not even donate 1,000, not even 100 to have that TV. We agreed with the PR that he should apologize. Tell Amazonian people that Capo Daniel refused. That is what is called tenacity and honesty. And then we can move on, knowing that Capo Daniel now is a mole in the house and we will deal with it together as a family. Be real. We are going to go to and forth in this case if justice is not performed. I do not blink when there's no justice. That's why I don't like positions.
Its existence and why it is the best. They've used the name of Amazonia as though their movement is Amazonia, and they've camouflaged themselves outside and attack every other individual and movement on the basis that they are Amazonia, the sole authorities to speak objectively for Amazonia. They've confused our people in their basic understanding of the concept of nationalism.
But that is the same thing Capo Daniel has been doing, Mr. Chairman. That's what your Spokesman has been doing. He goes out attacking No PT, attacking everybody, attacking Mark Barretta, attacking everybody that doesn't speak. Anyone that is even sleeping like this, the George go and attack it. It's the same thing Capo Daniel does. If wrong is wrong, wrong is wrong. You cannot gang somebody on top of another. Capo Daniel has been doing the same thing. He even went and collaborated with the, I have the audio and I'm going to play it here. He collaborated with the Sakos group in Bui. Today, the same Sakos group and Sagon are warning the ADF. How do we feel? But I came together and grouped the No PT together. We chaired meetings, Mr. Chairman. Do you want me to tell the people what was said in those meetings? About a lack of political structure in Ground Zero? Are those things, are they good things for the public? But I gave what we protect our forces in Bui because half is better than zero. I am tired of people saying, where's ADF fighting? But with collaboration, ADF in Bui is the only ADF that's capable of even harvesting. ADF in Momo, because the TTA and our General Efan Supreme are able to collaborate. It is Momo and Bui that ADF are used to harvesting. And Oku, where there is now collaboration. And these are things that we can see, the fruit of collaboration. Nobody asked now, where's ADF fighting? But before they were asking. At that time, we were happy. Finally, we got the collaboration and peace. We're now turning to monsters and things that I don't understand. I went good to those people and they believe what I told them. Abenza and the rest went good to them. They believe. Shikot Johnson was telling the truth and telling them that ADF will never attack them. We remain so good and I'm so proud, Mr. President, that ADF has never attacked them. But Capo Daniel, I have intercepted him in so many missions. And that is not okay. You cannot have No PT there running away from La Republic, running away from Cristiano, running away from Sako, and running away from DDC. That's not okay. The same guy who threw an explosive behind No PT in Bui, his commander burned himself. Capo Daniel went and collaborated with him. And one No PT, a word for a wise enough. Said that No PT wanted to kill ADF, that's why he collaborated them. But Mr. President, you know that's not okay. Did you caution Capo Daniel to come and talk with me man to man? If I'm a kid, I'm a kid now. But I wasn't a kid yesterday when we stood in contribution and I moved $500 that I could go to a mission and that $500 can contribute for 5 months. When I get 200 and uncountable. And that 200 could be for 2 months. When Mandela's give 3,000, 2,000, and that 2,000 could be 1 year and a half. That was not seen. That was not seen. Whether I give $5, my credit card is still in tough. That is not sin. Maybe because I put a different name in that credit card. So now I should go and screenshot it and say, this is my credit card in hope for the suffering. And then you will see that I have been contributing because you want me to put my name Franklin Vela in it. So you believe I'm doing. You see, it's not good when you want to fight somebody, 3 fingers are pointing at you. Solve problems internally. We allow it. Kick people out from the group. We took it to media. And today now we are responding in media. Oh, sorrow. And if this happens, we shall go 2 and 4, 2 and 4. I see one of the official members posting in Facebook in what look like a tag that they have capacity. What capacity do you have? Your capacity to take Munya down, or capacity to tell me that next time when I come closer to you, I should be careful. I don't want to talk about what happened to the soldiers from Bui in Batibo. I don't want to talk about it. Because if the structure was very strong, what happened in Batibo should not happen that I've lost soldiers from Bui. Soldiers in Bui were protected by collaboration, and they have not killed them for more than 2 years now. Boom! They left Bui and went to Batibo. 4 of them are dead. If the structure was good, as said, they would have come back alive. I don't want to go deep into these things. When you attack people, know that they have things they can say. You don't have monopoly of attacking people. If Kapotanet is being groomed to attack people, know that people have what they can reflect with. By the way, Kapotanet of today is changing. It's not like yesterday where he was everywhere. Even though he's not changing. Now he's the blame game. Blame game is what he's saying now. Ground Zero Unity Force is not Manu Unity Forces. The Manu Unity are the same people of Kikaikelaki that you Kapodane went and collaborated with them. The Manu Unity warriors are the same of the people of Kikaikelaki. The Manu Unity, they are same of that Kikaikelaki people. You went and collaborated with Kapodane. They are Sako guys. But Ground Zero Unity is not Sako. It's the AMF. And AMF does not own soldiers, by the way. They collaborate with barracks. This is what you should know. When you don't know something, you keep fighting it. People were fighting ADF because they didn't know. We take our time and educated people with ADF. Now they know it. When you don't know about AMF, ask, brothers. Ask and be told. You cannot have your mouth in everywhere, every corner of Amazonia. Everywhere they must hear your name. That must stop. If God has sent me for this struggle, God has sent me.
And because we don't have a right to respond, people who have no foundation of the truth to inform their character and credibility have used the microphone.
But it's the same thing. Kapoda, they have no truth. He's not seek for information. He attacked the AMF structure. Attack even RK. Attack everyone. Attack even the collaboration with the ADF. Just because you don't want to learn information. Talking about the microphone. We are all talking using microphone. I don't think that this was recorded with a calabash of palm wine. I don't think that this was recorded with a lemon tree in Amazonia. Even Mr. President, you are using a microphone, using the same internet and the same media space to record. At least I know the price of my own microphone. But I doubt if some people know the price of their microphone. Because I know how they got it. I don't want to go deep into this one. Because it's going to be a sham in the situation. If I am not attacked henceforth, peace will come. But if I hear any attack, we will go into it one by one. And you know what? Some people can go silence. I've said it. That sometimes silence is even the worst thing on earth. Sako told that they have forces. By the time I sat in meetings and they only wanted to kill a human being, I went silently and I did what I did. And Sako today, all those forces he thought he had. I don't think that today he has these forces. I think that Amazonian people know that he lost it. He thought he had it. Don't free Mashar, he thought the mad dog that he thought he could control. Elvis, even from Bush, like me, cannot control them. We should be careful. Stop attacking the people who stood with you and did a lot of work for you and a lot of gains for you. The structure did not do those things. If I had all the abilities that I did what I did, my people, the same mouth, see they you. Respect because respect. Mr. President, what I'm saying is that you cannot gang Kapodane on top of me. That will not happen in this country, Amazonia. I'm telling this to the institution itself directly like this openly. You cannot gang Kapodane on top every Amazonian liberation forum against all Amazonian people, fighting people like this, saying that the governing council endorsed them. We did not form and advocate for such a governing council that we do that. Blackmailing is not allowed. Sabotage is not allowed. We are not fighting against the governing council. We are not fighting. You are talking to you that Kapo Daniel is working because he's been appointed. I have said it. I don't want position. I want to say here, some people should say that, oh, Leila has been fired. I have been begging. I don't want position. I told the work council, I don't want position. I have more than positions. I said it all. I have never said, for more than how many years I've been saying this. So people should not think that I want to fight because I want to take Kapo Daniel's position. In fact, if I didn't have position, I would have been more able to speak freely and speak the truth. I wouldn't even have been saying that we should make things and change the organization for it to be good. I would have been trying to perfect other people that I could perfect my humanitarian works instead, maybe. But because I believe, Mr. President, that you are the Messiah. That is my crime. How much did I lose? My house burned down, my car from US burned down. Just because in Bui, I refused to ally under a Sako. My crime was that I'm ADF. And today I'm being mentioned everywhere. We cannot go that way. Because all of us like this are gangsters. We can be gangsters.
Given to them by the social media to derail our people constantly. You don't stand for Amazonia. When your sole purpose of existence is to perpetuate a platform and conflicting that platform to be Amazonia.
You see, Mr. President is saying to Kapo Daniel, you cannot use microphone to derail Amazonian people and use your platform to derail Amazonian people. They said that my platform was under 6 people when I was kicked out from the platform. And then today, people are crying that the same platform is going viral and is also manipulating Amazonian people. Pathetic.
If you want to stand for Amazonia, be as objective as possible. I'm the president of the Amazonian Governing Council. My primary focus is the men and women with whom we meditate and work towards the objective of getting the state of Amazonia. And my forces first. I stand.
My people, this is a fast. This is not good. You cannot say this, Mr. President. This is not okay. You cannot say that you prioritize your loyalists. Paul Biya prioritized also his Atangan Jipor and his own military. I dropped the mic. He's here. Look. I dropped the mic. You cannot prioritize. Look, the mic is down like this. You cannot prioritize. You cannot prioritize your loyalist. Mr. President, you have been misled. You cannot want to. What about the family of Mami Api? What about the family of Abigail? Baby Mata? Family of Samsoya? Where are you going to leave them? When you prioritize the flag, it means under the flag is the defense, is the humanitarian, is the people, is the military, is you yourself, is your cabinet. Everyone is under the flag. When they say prioritize the flag, doesn't mean that they prioritize a piece of cloth. Whoever is misleading the leadership, Tangan Jipor has cooked this person very well. Paul Biya has prioritized human beings, prioritized his defense, and not the people. Look at the result. Oh, sorrow. Hey, they don't cook ambo. They don't cook that kangwa. Put them for you, nakam for you, do me. Put them for you, patama. Since when can Mr. President say he prioritized loyalists? That he prioritized his own people around him, and not the Amazonia in general, and not the flag. Yesterday we were telling Sakoda we prioritize the flag. Yesterday we were telling Sakoda we prioritize the flag and not the people. Today we have all it takes now. We have not even had it all. We now just prioritize the people around us. Then how am I going to give money, give this, contribute this, give material when my own family cannot be prioritized because they are not part of the governing council? You see, surrogate. I want us to think the same. Like this so you can understand. That means that even if you are not defensive, you are not going to be prioritized no matter how much you give. Yeah. That means that you who is hiding there as a pastor, you are contributing under the ground. You are a humanitarian. You give your 500, you are 1,000 under. You are anonymous. That means that you are not prioritized. You see, we cannot go this way. Mr. President, look, I use the same eye, but I cannot build something that cannot be criticized. And I cannot build something that doesn't look good. We have something that we need to fix. Communication, we are lacking. We cannot allow Kapo Daniel to act like a CIC, to be like this. It's not good. Because we are now going to start. I study politics. You know that in debate, Mr. President, I don't think that in Amazonia anyone can win me in debate, Mr. President. I'm so sorry. I sat in the Western people, Western media, and I've done business debate. Nobody has won my skills and nobody has won it. I think that we are not going to win this way, Mr. President. Because guess what? I've done a lot of cross talks. I listen to people who fire me question online. I never had a questionnaire. Have you ever seen me questionnaire? So I don't think that if we go this way, we are going to, it's going to be a win for me or win for you. But I know for sure I cannot lose. I don't know how to lose. I don't know. That's one thing I don't know. But I can tell you how to win. That's why I'm stating that, please, Mr. President, we should not allow Kapodane to be insulting people. This is bad. It's not good for us. Please. Official members should not insult people. We are here today because we came against insult and arrogance. That's the topic. Now we are here, crying here. But it was simple that call all the hyenas, like I did for Mandela, to say, above all, Mandela never insult people. Speak the truth brutally. Sit in meetings, plenty meetings will be held to meet the need of their children. I am still open for meetings. I called the chairman of the vice VC of the council to convey a meeting. I know he will do his effort. If the meeting has not come, it's because some people have refused to come for a meeting. That's why WhatsApp groups are being shut down. That should convey the people down. That's why people are being removed from WhatsApp groups, because they have said no more meetings. But we sing the national anthem, where plenty meetings will be held to meet the need of their children. Oh sorrow! And now we go here, trying to win with the same microphone, attacking people also with the same microphone. But I know the price of my own microphone. What I want to ask is if Kapodane understand the price of the Liberation TV microphone. The same Liberation TV that is the product of Amazonian people. Anyone who uses that TV must be careful, because they don't know the price of that TV microphone. But yet I know the price of my own TV microphone. And also I have my own 1 cent in the Liberation, in the ACN TV microphone. So it's not a personal property. And if it is a property for the institution, I am part of the people who stood for it. And you cannot use that microphone to attack me. I need apology for that, and I'm not backing down. No apology. We shall dance this elephant dance till the day we will realize our senses back, and then we will start.
For them first. If I will have the flag on my left and I have a commander on the right who is threatening, I will defend the commander first. Without him, the flag is gone forever. And take note to all of you. Remove and destroy the Amazonian forces. The end of the struggle is tomorrow. The notion of you call the Amazonian people in every struggle, the people just want to survive.
I agree 100%. I agree this 100%. That's why we say Kapodane cannot find no pity. He cannot be fighting General RK in Boyo. He cannot take his time to ask why RK is in Ghana when he is in Hong Kong. When RK is not asking why is he in Hong Kong. This is objectivism. When you are abroad like me, like this, you cannot ask the integrity of any general who fight to go rest somewhere, because they are not asking why I'm in United States or why I'm in Dubai or wherever I go to. Therefore, I lack credibility to ask why RK was in Ghana. If RK asks why are you in Hong Kong, what are you gonna say? The same thing. Defend the flag.
It takes control and focus to fight in a liberation struggle for 10 years.
Agree.
You think the people are just there excited time and again?
Agree.
There is no struggle you can fight.
Agreed.
In the United States Revolution, less than 40% were in support. Even in the South African struggle, there was a time when you have a sizable amount of people who just wanted their life to go normal, even in slavery.
Yes, agree.
That is why the oppressor targets those who incarnate. They targeted the Mandelas because they know they are the harbinger of the foundation upon which resistance is possible.
Yes, and Mandela, don't forget that Mandela had to go closer to his enemy to win for his people. Mandela did not go because he loved them. You are not going to collaboration because you love each other. If we mention Mandela now, can we go to collaboration not because we love the people, but because we want to shorten the journey? Because Mandela, even when they incarcerated him for 20-something years, 29 years, he still got closer to the enemy to bring a solution for his people. And he got a solution. Can we now collaborate? Not because we love each other, but because we want to shorten the struggle. When Moses came from Mount Sinai with the 10 Commandments and saw his people worshipping the golden calf, the fake god, Moses dropped the 10 Commandments out of anger and fell down in tears. But he realized he must bridge the gap and take the 10 Commandments and stitch it. And we continue to go. Mr. President, shall we go back to the drawing board and have meetings? Shall you tell us the reason why Kapotane has not adhered to the decision we took in the last meeting? Because if this goes out too, I want to ask this question now directly, so that we should stop this ping-pong dance, this to and forth, and we move forward as a people to what we build together. And you are not going to tell me, oh, if I am able to reach out to Mr. President is a privilege. I think that if Mr. President is able to reach out to me, it's a privilege for Mr. President. It is not a privilege for me to have the contact of Mr. President, because even Paul Biya wants to have a contact to us. It is not a privilege for me to have Sako's contact number, Seseko or whichever leader. It is a privilege for leaders to have the contacts of their own. In America, when Joe Biden called a citizen, it is news. But when a citizen called Joe Biden, it's not a news. It's a privilege when the leader goes down like this, like Joe Biden did to the black community and knelt down in front of the black community in the black history. It became news. It's never news when a black man stand and bow his head and greet Mr. President. It's a privilege when Mr. President have my number. I can reach out to me to clarify things. It is not a privilege for me to have Mr. President's number, because he's the leader. He lead me, I don't lead him. He lead me, I don't lead him. He lead me, I don't lead him. How can I be leading Mr. President? He lead me. It's a privilege for him to have my own leash. I cannot leash Mr. President. If it's a privilege for me to have the number, means I'm having President on the leash like this, like a goat. No, it's Mr. President that's supposed to have me on the leash like a goat. So it's a privilege for Mr. President to have my leash, and not other people that we have deemed that are not leaders. So, come on. It's a privilege that we citizens are under the leadership. It's a privilege for the leadership that we are under the leadership. It's a privilege for the leadership. It's not a privilege for us that we are under, because we can belong to anywhere we want. The leadership should be proud that we are under. We are not proud that we are under leadership. We can be wherever we want. We are free citizens. So the structure is there. Quite all right. Without the people, the structure will not win anything. Anyone can derive a structure. But you saw some people in the group when they were angry, they designed some structures. Without the people, those structures, they are nothing. So be happy and be very proud that you have the people. People will not be proud that they have you. People will be proud that they have you when you speak well and they don't talk like this. That is one thing. We want to put this struggle in a straight line. I don't want anyone who uses this opportunity to attack the ADF. I have spent all my life and most of my resources for ADF, for Agos. And so what I want to let people is that you are not going to come to me because you want to fight the Agos or ADF. That one is, I have made it known to everyone who come to me. Because in your own group they don't protest. In your own group they don't ask questions. Agos will stand, ADF will stand. But people like me must be able to speak where there's wrong. The leadership cannot tell us that we can criticize policies. We can talk and criticize. But when we do that, they went into flames. They will learn how to calm down those flames and let us protest for what is not good for us. It is stand for us. From today, yesterday, we are standing for the people. Nationalism. Today, we stand for the loyalists. How does that sound good now? Hello? The people can arrest their leaders, but leaders cannot arrest the people all. Paul Biya thought he could arrest everybody, but not. It is now Paul Biya that we are arresting and his military. So I don't want anyone who come here to fight AGOC ADF. State your point without hate. I have this caller coming. Let me accept one caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Can I participate in your show?
Yes, welcome to Liberation TV. You have freedom to talk. There's no hate allowed. There's no fighting of people, but objective talking without insult. Go ahead.
Yes, General Vela, I want to commend your efforts. I want to tell you that you are a real Ambazonian. You are an incarnate of what we call the Ambazonian spirit. It's not about you, it's about the people of Ambazonia. And I want to commend your charity work and everything that you have been doing for Ambazonians. Because when you say the things that you say, I don't know if there is anyone in your leadership who has done the things that you have done like an individual. I don't want to take your time because you are having a very powerful conversation. You are talking to Ambazonian people. I want to give you this parable, what they call in our pidgin language, pineapple. The president of Egg of Sea is a charismatic man. He is an educated man. He is a sensible man. He is a man who has common sense. He has picked his friends and put around a table, and they are serving him alcohol, and they are serving him mimbo, and he's drinking. How they say in Africa, they are serving him mimbo, and he's drinking. Now, like this that we are talking, he is drunk. What they are giving him is not mimbo, it's whitewash, and he is drinking that whitewash. But I thank you very much for telling this thing the way it is. Is this boat, we are not going to sink. If they want to sink, they should sink. But we are going to sink them before they sink in this boat. If your leader can talk the way he's talking, and he cannot call Capo Daniel to apologize, Capo Daniel will not only apologize to you. If Capo Daniel does not apologize to Ambazonian people, if he does not apologize to Ambazonia, your leader should even forget. If your leader thinks that Capo Daniel can only apologize to you, he's making a mistake. If Capo Daniel does not apologize to Ambazonian people, fine. We are going to use him to charge Egg of Sea. Yes, I think my thoughts are finished. Thank you very much for giving me a chance to talk.
Thank you for talking. Thank you so much for talking and being very civil. God bless you, and thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Amazing to have patriots like you. I know your efforts. I know what you have done. I know where you're coming from. I know the angle you are coming from. Comrade, like I tell you, we shall not allow that boat to even be sink before anyone will sink. Nobody will sink. It is us, the Thomas Jefferson and the Adam Smith of this country, the fathers of this country, that we put everything in order. And we will do so the same way we have point the errors of others. The same eye, the same razor, the same everything we have used. That shall not bias. We shall treat everybody equal. There's no first class, second class, third class. Everyone is the same in Amazonia. No one is more official than another. And no one is more prioritized than another in this Amazonia. In not, Vela Franklin is not alive. It's not a country that we shall stand to build. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you.
You are the liberator. Now like this, you are the liberator. You are the liberator.
My people, my brother, we are all liberators. In this one, like you give me this encouragement. Without you, I will not be doing great like this. So I thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you. We stand together. So my people, so we have listened to this, and I want to jump. This audio, I don't have time for us to go through. I think that we have said something, but I want us to listen to this one. Listen to this very well.
We should not remove anyone. Let's battle it in here. Let facts meet with facts.
These have been sent to me. This is sent to me by people who are in the structure and they are official people. And why they send me this is because they feel that attacking yours is not good upon the effort we have put up. Now, Mr. President said we should not attack anyone. But Capo Daniel has removed us already. Like, are you like Mr. President? He already removed almost all your vanguards. I mean, Mr. President, I have reported everything to you. And I want to thank you, Mr. President, for the sleepless night that you had. There are times when you did not sleep. You are calling the TV administrators to unblock the vanguards. I have everything recorded. Mr. President have to go and apologize because Capo Daniel blocked vanguards in the ACN TV. I have here where Mr. President apologized. I said he's sorry that is happening. But Mr. President, imagine such nights that me and you are going to and forth, and you are calling them to unblock. Those are times that you should have a good rest and then have your mind craft a good strategy for the people. For the same Capo Daniel, you have been doing that. For the same Capo Daniel. Because of this same Capo Daniel, you blocked me. Because of this Capo Daniel, me and you start having meetings. We have never had meetings over the years. We used to have meetings, but to plan how we shall do. When I became the deputy chairman for National Day, Mr. President, I didn't have. Hello, welcome. You have 2 minutes to talk. Go ahead.
Yeah. I want to thank you so much, Colonel Vela. You are really a patron have just one question to ask the Ambazonian people and our leader, Dr. Cho Ayaba. Who is now leading the organization? Is it Capo Daniel or is it Dr. Cho Ayaba? Because how can you? No, this is uncalled for. If has Capo Daniel been now the supreme of the AGC and ATF? Is he more than any other Ambazonian? Is he more than any other patriot in this revolution? That how can the leader go to apologize to Capo Daniel just for him to be able to unblock the Vanguards? How will he stood so low? It means now that Capo Daniel has hijacked. The Republic is using Capo Daniel to hijack the AGC. That's a simple truth. So Capo Daniel has suddenly become the omnipresent. He has now become God. Everyone has to listen to him.
Thank you, my brother.
Soro.
Thank you, my brother. Oh, Soro, thank you so much. I hope that they are listening, leadership listening. Thank you. This is called objective activism, where our leaders, when they hear this, if this leadership is our leadership, they have to go out and clear the air. We sat in the meetings and it's agreed Capo Daniel must apologize. Did he do that? No. I said in the meeting that he will not do that. Did you come back to me? No. When I said that everything that we held, there's not even special status. You think I'm lying? We are going ahead again to another. Now, Mr. President, you say no one should block another. But we report to you, Capo Daniel has removed people from all groups. I send you screenshot of everyone, every official member that kicked us out from forum. Say that is internal affair. What internal affair is this? When people have ganged up against your vanguard. I have not told any vanguard to withdraw from making sure that their institutions stand. You know, Ambazonians are separatists and have tendencies to separate. We believe in this organization because we build together. We shall never form something new by destroying what we built. If we actually built it, even though some people don't believe we did. Not as Capo Daniel went and lied to Amazon people that the schools in Bui march before independence or Independence Day, when they march on a certain Wednesday after Independence Day. Have Capo Daniel lied that the school resumption took place on September, when the school started on January? When Capo Daniel is going in next month and show you the pictures that he will show you. I don't want to break the yoke here. How can the school resume in 2 months and graduation take place in 2 months? Food for thought to you people, Amazonian people. Politics like this is evil. I don't want to say break the yoke of what I want to say you. When he himself will bring the pictures of graduation, I would ask you a question. How can the school resume in September and graduate in November? Food for thought.
Let objective assessment challenge subjective, politically distorted positions. We shall not prevail by taking people out by, stopping others from having opinions about what we do.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. This is why you should have said before. The damages have been caused now, left and right. Capo Daniel gangs on top people. You have official members that are top official members who have pushed Capo Daniel to the wall. But my leader, I brought everything to you. You had all it takes to prevent Capo Daniel from making Pache to leave. You have all it takes. You had when he called even Digimas as baboon. Mr. President, you know that wasn't right. Whatever he do, he signed as Amazonian Governing Council spokesman. Sign like this. Use your institution name. Sign under calling Digimas as baboon. But Mr. President, you know that wasn't alright. But you allowed it to eat the bones of the organization, to eat the organization, cause so much hate to the organization that Federalists are now going to ground zero, ground one, and making videos of our fallen soldiers, babies, and trying to cause problem. It is still us doing the best damage control, Mr. President. The structure could not stop that from happening. The structure allowed blind surrogacy. Love begot love and hate begot hate. We are saying that Capo Daniel would have never been attacking people that are now facing you. Look at our activists now. These activists now have magma and tsunami coming. I beg activists for this magma and tsunami. Some of you will still say, I do nothing. If I flame them, they will go flamboyant. They will go in flames. If I lead them, they will go wherever I want us to go. What is the gains? There is still peace. Mr. President, you address your nation like a man. Ask Kapodane to apologize to your people that you have stood to free. There is no hypocrisy here. You do not lose anything in apologizing. Sako took my trip to Buya, apologized, and people still gave draft. Heritato apologized and people get dark. Mark Barretta did what he did and it was not okay. He came out to his people and apologized. People believe in people who apologize. Tapang I won't apologize. I have apologized. People normally believe in people who accept and apologize. Sometimes I go hardened. I'm a hardened person. I know. I'm the topic of every discussion. I'm not the bottom. I'm not the sentence. I know I am the top of everything. I'm not the bottom. I know, but sometimes I realize and I apologize. Even as hard as I am. You are the leadership, you are soft. The reason why some of us don't want to be in leadership because we are hard by nature. We are hard people. But we still always find a way to say we are sorry. If you are said to be in leadership, Mandela people, I say I will never be your president. I said it every day. Why I cannot even stand for president? Because I am a hardcore man. And I still find ways to apologize to every member that I have hurt. Like now, officially my people, if I have done something wrong to you, forgive me, I'm sorry, oh. I'm a human being, no. To a human, to una forgive me now, una divinity, oh. And una no need for forgive, oh, but I say I'm sorry, oh. Easy. Who is Kapodane never to apologize after wrong? He does many things, fighting, collaboration in grounds. I don't care. Maybe it's because he's traumatized. But when he used my private audio to put in ACN TV that I fought, he crossed the red line. And my leadership should have stood for me as much as I stood with him. Because we are the flag. If not, we shall do this thing over and over. I don't care sitting 8 hours online like this. So, Mr. President is speaking now very well because some people and some official members don't get it too. Some official members are not happy to see that some children are ganked on top and other ones. I am more official than even official people. Some of them hiding their faces cannot even come out in media for the past years. You know who is who when they stage the leader in London. That's when you know who was who. Some of us even forgo our popularity and came like this to fight so we succeed. Today you want to tell me about the structure which could not defend itself. We are using the same structure to defend ourselves. The structure does not defend itself. No one win with. I am a no-gozo. I want to declare it again. No one win any debate with me. I am winner. Everything I do is win, 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 win. Failure for me is not called failure. In my dictionary, it's called experience. Expensive experience. I don't want to think that taking myself here was an expensive experience. I don't believe in negative words. When I don't win, I have expensive experience. Bigly and fatly. That is my own self. And I am who I am. That's how I was born. And I'm not seeking to belong to be whatever you want me to be, whatever people want. I don't care. Because it doesn't support my life. I don't pay my bill, you don't pay my bill. We support the struggle, support the structure. The structure does not support itself financially. Because of Kapodane, we have not done the quarterly fundraising we wanted to do for a year. 4 times a year. That fundraising is expected to raise at least 200,000. It cannot raise less than 100,000 for a year. But because of Kapodane, we protest and strike. The day everything is fixed, we shall come back. When we have a proper accountability way, we are going to do it. Are we talking water in our mouth? No. We mean good for everything we ask for.
They, by being able to respond to them in a way that is convincing to our people and doing what is necessary to advance.
My people, when I listen now to the message from Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba, the person I told you was a Messiah. The first message I played was the Nkunyam type of talks that I don't know who advised our leader. Now our leader is talking now like the same leader we knew before. Listen to her, a humane person talk. Before you hear Mr. President talking here, before.
Criminalize the ANC in the same way you people have spent 5 years to do the bidding of the opponent in trying to criminalize the Amazonian Governing Council.
Yes.
When the attempt to destroy its leadership failed. You created a scheme.
It failed because we all of us stood so strong, Mr. President. It was not the structure itself. And that's true. Yes.
Articulated and say it was Amazonia. You cannot tell us where it is today.
Exactly.
throughout our struggle, we have seen those who have used the name of Amazonia to attack the sole authorities to speak objectively for Amazonia. They've confused our people in their benefit understanding.
Of course. Now listen to the real Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba that we know. This is how the leader should talk. People, give a hand clap for this one now. We got, if we are winning bigly and finally because we stood our ground, we protect it, and we got exactly what is good for the people. Is it not how you want your leader to be talking for you? Are you not scared for the first audio that you listen? Now listen to this. This is the current thing now. We have gone gaga. Everyone has gangsterized and show how gangster they are. But we come to the drawing board and we are here. Capo Daniel must apologize. We are not kidding. We are not dropping that. If not, I have banned communication of Capo Daniel. I have banned communications of Capo Daniel. Everything Capo Daniel says is void and nulled, banned by the Vanguards Spokesman. And you can go to hell. I have said it. Because those communications are tantamount to cause confusion, manipulate to cause conspiracies that can lead to the deterioration of human life. And they are very derogatory statements that he makes to the stagnation that brings stagnation for leadership and to the progress and the integrity of the people's aspiration, aka independence. So Capo Daniel's communication is banned by the Vanguards. Listen to it at your own risk until he apologizes. The day he apologizes, we will come out and make a way forward. So this is the Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba that we know now. Listen to this now and tell me you don't like this. Press the love button and share to listen to now. We fought so hard and we get what we wanted.
Anyone. Let's battle it in here. Let fact. We should not remove anyone. Let's battle it in here. Let facts meet with facts. Let objective assessment challenge subjective, politically distorted positions. We shall not prevail by taking people out by stopping others from having opinions about what we do. We shall prevail by being able to respond to them in a way that is convincing to our people and doing what is necessary to advance our strategy. Soon, we'll be opening a few secondary schools of our own. We will be expanding the Amazonian Joint Civilian Military Tribunal and appointing a judge. The court.
So at least you have now heard that this is the Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba before that we know. This is how he speaks. Until Capo Daniel come. Maybe because of some few tokens of deals down there. Money cannot be prioritized on the people. It's not everything I must say it out here. Maybe because of some few tokens of deal done with some, Chris Arnold once said that he brought the deal to Sako and that's why he was loyal to, Sako was loyal to him. And now that Sako is no more loyal to him, they part away. Even Capo Daniel, if you think that you are being loved because of these little tokens, once when I used to bring money, I was being loved too as well. The day you are not able to give that, it seems like you go to the basket and then they will say you don't bring money anymore. So we should not prioritize people because they bring tokens. Prioritize people as humans for whom they are. First, they have denied Cameroon and their amber. Guns and bullets, they help Guns and bullets because we do not allow them to breathe. We do not allow anyone to breathe in this struggle. Guns and bullets, Guns and bullets. It took 3 years. Now why is it taking us 6 months to collaborate the Guns and bullets? Or we wanted it to be under us only. God bless you, Mr. President. Thank you for realizing that that's what we want. You should not remove people from group. Capo Daniel has kicked all your Vanguard out of everywhere, out of TV, out of everywhere. That's why the fundraising you can see. Because Capo Daniel bring little tokens now from deals. It's revolution. You never can know what happened next. Moving forward, the last thing is that I want to reply the message from General Sagon. A message against the ADF. I've said it again and again. You do not form a structure by fighting another one that already exists. Eric Tato tried to form the national army by destroying the ADF. It did not work. Eric Tato raised money and gave Sako in my trip to Buya. and it was Crush ADF, Crush Ayaba. It did not work. My trip to Buea failed. Eritato left and raised money in dark to create national army. He had boot in his neck. It ended only in his neck in Maryland. Did not work. Therefore, if the Ground Zero collaboration is forming to fight ADF or fight Sokadev or fight Buffaloes or fight Southern Qatar or fight the 10 Cobos Indian, the Independable, or to fight whoever, they have failed before arrival. And so, the Mano Unity Warriors are not the Ground Zero Unity forces. They are also unity in their own, just as in Bui. Again, if the ADM must fight another group or fight other people, they will not succeed, because anyone that fight anything in Ground Zero will not succeed. Therefore, I call for everyone to respect their lanes, respect wherever they stand. This is going to be a good way. This is how I'm ending today. So in this case, I want to reply those guys down there that they have given warning and threat to other soldiers and threat to the ADF. That cannot happen. As one of the architects of the ADF, I cannot allow anyone to fight ADF. That's why I have mentioned Capo Daniel's action as being bad, because those actions are making people to fight the ADF. The ADF that I know are good people. I reiterate here. The ADF that I know are good people because they are in Ground Zero fighting. Us like this in diaspora, we cause a lot of things that cause confusion to the ADF. So in this case, I cannot allow anyone to fight the ADF. That cannot happen. Just as I don't want and I will not allow ADF to fight anybody. I hope that we understand this very well. I'm being objective here. So I'm going to play these two videos. I'm playing it only for you people to understand what happened and what took place in Ground Zero. What took place in I want to play the video where they are warning the ADF, and when I play that video where General Sagon and his team are warning the ADF, I'm also going to play a video where why the ADF did because for them they believe that no PT is ADF. It's not true. No PT is not ADF. So please, I want you people to listen to this. How they want ADF. And when I play it, then I'm going to respond why they are even talking like this. Watch.
Una don't try to push my power, me come on outside. Then una go see na shift.
So as Capo Daniel always said things by showing the faces of soldiers. This guy went in anger, manipulated by whoever, and he's trying to show in Gogetunja, everyone know about no PT. We don't want to show the face of this guy because we know that he's manipulated. This is a lesson to Capo Daniel. You do not expose the faces of yours because there's chances that peace will come. The Ground Zero Unity forces are trying to bring peace to these guys, by the way, my people. Yes, Ground Zero Unity Command guys that are there, they have freedom to gathering, freedom to constitute themselves, freedom of come together. They are trying to solve this problem, by the way, even though some people are trying to fuel it. So we are not showing the face of this guy, not because we don't have the face to show, but because, again, we do not expose what we have out to the enemy. So listen to this.
Where you go show now? Where you go show him? Now that time when I go know say that man be been a done man. That man be been a man where that is the shake. As alone now. Any man where hear them a video when a soldier, when a ADF soldier, me sense come for a hate. No nothing, no day when a ADF go stand. Say the one make something happen freedom. Una the year na interim government where we would fight for their back. Na then go stand. Ma tell una from today.
But I don't see. So person one fight and say what they say because of the interim government. And when we take about that, when we want to bring collaboration, is to secure the ADF. And when collaboration comes and you want to just hijack it, is you don't understand that we must even strengthen that collaboration. Take advantage of the collaboration and strengthen the structure. But when you think that you have arrived because collaboration have come now and you can be able to stand, Ground Zero forces are telling you that
That collaboration is there because they saved their life. That's how we lost soldiers sometimes, because when they stand and you continue to destroy what is making them to be alive, then they don't feel secure, they don't feel defended, they don't feel secure, they don't feel protected. And then they are able to go wherever they think that they can fight, if they must fight. That's why Sako lost soldiers, because they continue to expose them to attack people, and they see that they were losing their life. Anyone who saw how Isobu lost his life, Chacha lost his life. You saw how this one here, Mano Tiger, lost his life. Saw how General Amigo lost his life. You know you are not going to continue to stand with Sako because you are next in line. Because all he's doing is to ask you to go fight and kill a brother. And brothers are wise now. We brought the collaboration to secure the life of ADF people. Now look at how they are attacking ADF. Listen to this very well. Sako, Kapotane say he was collaborating with Talk and Do with the of Kekelake, Sako's guy. Now this is Talk and Do's, they are in one group with Sagon. They are now attacking ADF now. Last time you say you were collaborating with Grandpa. All of a sudden, Grandpa guys went and arrested ADF forces. And you went out and said, no, it was a defunct guys of Grandpa. Grandpa replied. And all of a sudden you say, Grandpa's apology was not a good apology. But first you are manipulating people. Grandpa come out and just shame us. You see, things like this are not good. Capo Daniel just said things based on how he feel, but it's not how activism is. Activism is have to be what it is, not how you feel. So listen to this guy.
I no change now una sabi. If una change now una sabi. And me man change for a life. Me man change for a life. If not be so, dead people. Banso picking the moon wise. Banso picking the moon wise. Una salomi talk and do na picking way he brain. General talk and do, major general talk and do. He brain the for a back. Our take una. The only brother way they here, nothing. And you are picking them. Your place there, nothing go do you. Pity spoil and seize gun. Una don't come for Baba spoil and seize gun. Una come up, come food picking them, taking them. When are different people that think them. Una think say una feel spoil end up or but lide. Ba missing day. Half of ndop still there. Una don't try for push my power, me come on outside. Then una go see na shit whole way go show.
So my people, what this guy is saying and attacking the no pity, attacking the ADF. My people, very simple. They went and they had a prison, and in that prison they arrest civilians. And when they arrest civilians, they ask money. They ask money from civilians. One of the cases was when they arrest a husband and a wife and they ask money, 300,000. So they ask him a question. How do you arrest a husband and a wife and you are asking 300,000? But the husband and the wife are in your prison. The case came to no pity and they went there, dismantled the prison and freed the people. The same thing in Kikaikelaki, they arrested civilians for war draft. War draft, the money they're asking war draft. Because of war draft, you arrest civilian. They went there and destroyed the prison and freed the civilian and installed a new camp in Bamesi. The problem that they fight with no pity is that no pity asked them to stop kidnapping. And this is a testimony. This is a family that this guy is here talking, Sagon, they kidnapped. Arrest. I don't want to use the word kidnapping. They arrested civilians for war draft. During war draft, Gazero must draft too. So I want you people to see raw information here because I do not want to say things. And I'm not like Kapotane, so I'm not talking like a hypocrite. I am going to cover the faces of these family members, these lovely people, so that they cannot have any threats. Listen to this. God bless you all.
As when I see, now the people them for the Baba where them be arrest them so. Now the people then this way we don't go more for the prison. So some people then be think say maybe they don't kill them or some kind thing them. So but for we, I decide say we and FM, we decide say no arrest of people today. Start from today. The day of today is 31st. Yes. Say we don't decide say no arrest of our civilian again for Baba. So as when I see them pa you are on them now That one now for your corner. Okay, then Papa. What Melanie? So when I see them, they arrest man and your woman, put them for prison. Even now for pay that wardrobe with them, they talk so. How them go money for pay the wardrobe? Where you and your woman they inside for prison. So me when I take when I see them. So we probably a farmer. So you mommy you do work with him. You work with him, mommy. Yes, you too. So me when I see for Baba now, we don't talk say all thing for Dingo Kutunja now. It will be fine. So we will make sure say me every civilian from Kutunja made them there fine, and any person, his sister or his brother were there for prison from Kutunja me try me we know. So thank we know. Oh, salute comrade. So as when I see now the people them for the
So my people, when I don't see, that is why Sargon is attacking no pity. Attacking ADF for what reason I don't know. Because Sargon, you had a prison, arrest civilians, and put there and ask money for wardrobe for Sako. And they went and free civilian because civilian cried. And today you want, this was 1st June 2020. By the way, it's 4 months ago. What you guys don't know here. That's why I lead Center for Intelligence. I have files for everything that I receive. For whatever I say here, ask me for evidence, I will give you. I have much information that I don't think that this media can be able to keep it there. So, my people, God bless you all. Have a wonderful time. And yes, we shall continue bigly and fatly as a people together. Do not give up. The truth will prevail. Until Capo Daniel apologize. Communication from Capo Daniel is bad. Everything Capo Daniel say is nil, is void, is tantamount to confuse people, to manipulate people, and cause a lot of in-house fight. Respect be God respect. You must apologize to your people. You went and had the power to write that you are not a human being, you are not perfect. What about you just say one time, my people, I'm sorry, oh, forgive me. I'm a human being. You took one paragraph and wrote things. Apologize like a real man. You are a weak man, Capo Daniel. You are weak. Real people, strong people do apologize. To err is human, to forgive is divine, but you have strength. You cannot act like somebody without strength and yet you act like you have strength. Small deals that you make cannot make money to be more than the people. You can't be like this and tomorrow they're going to have a wrong leader down there. And people will suffer again like La Republic. La Republic can even take over Amber. If you make a mistake and people have a wrong leader down there, we are finished. And that's what you are not seeing. As a leader for the Vanguards, I am just a window blind. Behind me, there is something bigger. I hope you don't want to see what is behind. Because some people you are talking with are with us. And I want to tell you that more than 4 of the generals in the structure they are aligning with their brothers down there. I don't want to say much about this. I don't want to say much. God bless you, my people. I've done my job succinctly. Leadership should listen to me. If you have the right to listen, have right not to listen. But anyone who reply me or fight me, as you have your freedom to express yourself, freedom of speech, I also have my freedom of expression and freedom of speech. You have freedom of self-defense. I also have freedom of self-defense. In America, you have freedom of whatever you have. I also have the same freedom. We are all the same. There's nothing you have that I will not have. You get money, I get money. You broke, or I don't know what it means for being broke. I come from down there, so now so I come. So something not the way you go come talk where I no go feel no. Now Mboko we don't leave. Now Mboko don't go. Now for street we don't see them. Everything we don't go for the America, so I don't land for roots. Don't can tell me anything where you want to tell them where I no go know. Because now we the run am. Now we the run am. You can't see and so. Me person no can't show me because say you get some small one toy gun. They want show me say if you do thing. Now for ground zero, know who get power, who no gets. I bet for a village where they don't sabi you, you no get any bridge where you don't put them. People for a village no self they don't know you. Handicap picking they know they for go school. Get picking they want to no get person for sponsor them off and they all side. But for my village, any offer na my picking, any handicap na my picking. You know if you just can't show me empty power where no get any tray where no get. You no go win. I tell you say we there for the media so. For the media may I be tata for media. You there for hell, you call tata Satan day for hell. At tata Satan day for hell, you get God. God day na tata for heaven. Me I be tata for social media. Even you be na Ngang Shungang, you be na Gikungang, you be na Ganja Katu, or you be na Bifaga. Me as a day so, I be na Kiyevshu. Would they hear shake no day? When you one come to attack me, chop fine. Because you go I go yawa you. So that kind of time don't pass where people they threaten with the fear. You crazy? Cameroon can't carry, we put we for inside their black list, red list. We shake, we no shake. Where make you way no? Monja day where the thing how go feel shake your head. One take here and begin to talk me empty power straight where you can't get. Sha, come for drawing board, come me we hold meetings and bring peace. You be man enough. Me we should don't bring peace. Now what that one do? I'm for every meeting, Sha. We go face to face in meeting. I know the fear person now. How you feel the fear your own leadership? May the leadership smack me so many people don't see I'm saying it was a wrong leadership actually. If there's a good leadership, we shall continue to talk and argue and talk. Period. If you feel threatened because we speak freely, what make you also feel that you can speak freely? Therefore, this is the leadership that we have given to the people. We let the leadership prove to us by reacting to this talk show today. Kapodane must apologize and we are not backing down. And if the leadership reply with rhetorics, we shall come back until right thing is done. Sako refuse to do the right thing and you see the result. As time goes on, the more we get it hardened. Cameroon know this. Honorable Wiba say as time goes on, you shall no longer be able to control them. We have the peace plan now and we are still talking. We were talking in the WhatsApp group. No one ever knows deny problem and then how can you go on a shooting platform for the problem you deny, saying that we have 5 followers? Today I have 8 probably. How can that happen? How can this happen? God bless you, Ambazonian. Have a wonderful time. This is yours here, Amba Dangote, young family rich nigga. We are cruising nicely. So, God bless you and thank you so much.
Land of freedom, who shall live in plenty, making our need. Children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God be the voice of darkness. Ambassador, land of freedom, live in plenty, making our need. Children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God be the voice of darkness.
My fellow brothers and sisters, we pray for peace. We pray that as you go today, may God continue to protect and defend and secure you, secure your household, bring you a lot of progress, bring you so much progress in everything that you do, a lot of wealth, good health, and so much strength. May God continue to guide your minds and give you strength. May God replenish you. To those who don't have food to eat, may God feed you. To those who don't have anything to take care of, may God provide. For every door you knock, so shall it be opened. And we pray, so as your children ask for a loaf of bread to eat, so shall you not give a spider. As your children ask for fish to eat, so shall you not give a snake. As your children ask for a plum to eat, so shall you not give a centipede. And therefore, my fellow brothers and sisters, we pray that so too shall you give the nation what the nation needs in order to progress. We thank you so much for your commitment. We thank you so much for your devotion, for your discipline, for your commitment. Thank you so much for all your contribution and everything that you do for the nation to triumph. God bless you and bless your household, my people. You share this as you share and invite and press the love button for the last time. May you receive enormous blessing. May anything like cancer never see your family. May anything that is bad, evil, dreaded diseases like Ebola, cholera, monkeypox, so many evil things, STDs, HIV never see you. We pray in the Almighty God, the God of Amazonia that ordained the struggle. We pray this in the name and pray that God should protect all our vanguards, all our heroes in Ground Zero. Protect all our people across the Atlantic and the Pacific. All our people across the Mediterranean, those across the Guatemala, those in the trenches and bushes, those of you on exile, and those of you IDP internally displaced. May God continue to give strength to our people in the dungeons and prisons and jails. May God also pray and for our people. May God protect our people on Ground Zero, especially those that are holding arms, so may we be free. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Through Christ our Lord Jesus Christ, who come on earth, the Savior, the Messiah, so we may live. We go in peace today, my people, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. God bless you and have a wonderful time. As in John chapter 10, verses 10, I came that you may have life and have it more abundantly. No one comes to my Father but through me. And so I tell you, all my people, as in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 7, pray hard, for the kingdom of God will come. Pray hard, for you shall be freed. Pray hard, for freedom will come. Pray hard, and God will continue to guide us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thank you and goodbye.
Politicians who spend their lives and their time out of their constituencies, working for themselves, amassing wealth for themselves, and not caring for their people, are equivalent to internet scammers. The only difference being that while internet scammers steal people's money through the computers, these unscrupulous politicians steal people's money through their constituencies. Whatever method they use, they are scammers all the same, all the same.
History has not forgotten that Buea was the headquarters of West Cameroon. History has not forgotten that Buea was the capital of southern Cameroon. And history has not forgotten that Buea was once the capital of Germany. History has not forgotten that Buea was the headquarters of West Cameroon. History has not forgotten that Buea was the capital of southern Cameroon. And history has not forgotten that Buea was once the capital of Germany. History has not